funk no.
Daddy Lumba or Daya one sorry. On him to phone, I feel you auto no, I be a chin. Daddy Lumba home my big brain, Sabria, or to the dog winching. In Cosita Bank and a Mansabeda Dam. Dan Buffy, this is dog, or so be on one when I phone. We show Patrick will be on, you'll see what from into my. We show Patrick will be on, you'll see what from into my. Who buy me from my grandson, doctor, and you bro.
Se wodwen me ho a wona wo fon the legendary Daddy Lumba Charles Kwadwo Fosu. My name papa just say china na watch pepe on the 30th of this month na Daddy Lumba dear ne 1 week no they ahyehyɛ so just by this time there na preparations akoso papa ewo Legon Sports Stadium wa wunim ho no se woni kire Madina na wo kwa otra chia oponglo just unyadu otra oponglo na on your left Legon Stadium na tawe bowra ho get fee bie ni security checks kakra bi na ewo ho what you say edinyo megu akwan ma che se wo ba obi entumi wiaw na hwianse obehwe ohu yie kakra esanse security bewo ho security tight even though event no eye free obi anje wo hwe brabi na yenhye Daddy Lumba enumnyam esanse papai waye bi waba be ye bi ankasa ama my Ghana me de ebi ameka se ne nnwom no ɔte ase na wo to nnwom na asa ne wo to ama ho but ofiri mu yi wo to nnwom na wo to ze no wo to ama Daddy Lumba waye bi enti kina na awotwe enyina yembehiem se kutu na endi na awotwe da no fe ne ehu data edi be ye na nkasa ye ne de ye ne ntie se asantefo kumasefo se enkrafo ni meyie yo enti no mo ankasa ombegye ye no esi omo na so e kumase montene so enti ese enkra ye enyefe ye kan say mpenifo mo twekra efiri mu yi esuo kra ye nhye de hu suo papa bia na we mami ode ejinem na se osu anasa osa you can imagine nti asantefo nse enkrafo enime yoyo nti Daddy Lumba ye ne de omo pene me ya 1 week ni wa ha na mmom ye na nkasa de e de ko asantemem na yakoye ne yie de dwa aha neat 100.9 FM sunie me menti dwumedi a de somo adwada ekosi efiada nonkunya boy pepe na de dwuma no asehya so amamu ya fam OPANIN KWADWO ODAME ADDO me na metinem ama me papa adakabri fumpo manso ukemuke ubele chuku uzioma saa so na Magjerry na ebo mechidom ohima ekuyefriye na ebo mechidom na mia so misanso ye producer enti ende ye efiade na je se star bie wo nia esisi ye free na watch Monday Tuesday Wednesday Thursday ebesi nne ebe brobro so na ehu ne puma sibre enti se ende eye fiade bebre na prepare se ombe free enkran anase omu bobo mo hu efri nkran efri mia esanse china Saturday bibe ko party bibe ji omuni papa bibe wade awade bibe ware se ye fie se ye wedding bibe ye bi ebi so be tudin se bi mawo we me wofa baako na o se teacher bi ayade ma na ya ne ya papa ono na ti the same area am so ankeke then na why ya se teacher no wato nsa frɛ ne se oto ne bedin enti omra na ombe jamno se ombe ta ne chia ne sa nam se ne kwa so anu no so adenti na wawu awie na obetu din no ansa na obe invite no nam se asesa na ye no me wa fase dabi na anka oba banyim na yire na anka so obo na mane se teacher me ba banyim me yire enti adorin so a na wa baby nti wan ka nkyere no sa wan fene free fiti ase ne de onko msi ankeke enti u pese wo na utu din na nkrofo ba make sure say u ba banyim oyire a wa bo amane na ina de atu ekotodwom ye dan ye ho aba sisia na nne nsema ebehwe no na America no say free na watwi mu ina no ebehwe nsensem bi epie kakra just a preparation towards akotia by election still ejinem enyem free mu ye esan say parties no ekokogu akotia constituency akotia unya efree akotia ebom saa de kowura kusi nye constituency kuma party for no ekokogu ho nkasa say oranya mean bom NDC for gum MPP for gum enti ebehwe akotia by election nia IGP so aka enso yebehwe na yehu se ho no mbejo anase ho enjo efiri oso a honorable Abena Cecilia Dapa nsembia kese ebe eto no anase ebe for no emeye dejwa wo maimu OSP esom OSP emeye nyante ese odi assembly kra koma FBI se omunhwehwem omumboa investigation no FBI wie omude om report aba OSP di atudwa ose ono ase no evidence of corruption founded and I say found but case ni de yewie na wankasa court ehyew eyewu OSP se ma minisika no sanfa ma no wo de ama no FBI akohwehwem yo kokura akohwehwem isi a report awa wo de atudware no na so still case no yewie ye nti be pini a lawyer for no na yahwe se case no still a eden na aka ne puma sibre ne sen eden na aka a OSP chese case no still a pende na yasen ahwe Rich Hospital minister kasa nti minister nsem o kan no ibebobi na yetie na yasan abobo ho enti nsem miensen enegu yapono so ende wie ya ye ba besin kuso ye dan ho aba ye ba na ye di ahyehye so
Nit FM Neo.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special ice, natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya jon to ma miensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibian so beri ni waware ni a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Wo den kan no tumu ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwade a wapi ho. O ka sa batete e da fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Catch up a pair, Baba Warrior.
Asew.
Ye fear said this way chocolate drink, ya sorry, no pan on the enum. Ye bishop free genome no snack. Ye nya ho no ye de serve womo. Ye did we any pebibia bogu ya dia soa. This way chocolate drink in yanum. And at this one, what's ya noa? Has it a wom, cocoa wom, prick wom, bibia wom, I don't hear any so here.
This way chocolate drink.
You hear any so here.
FDA has said you didn't catch so much up to say yes.
Nit FM Neo. FM Neo.
NEAT 100.9 FM Sunie. Me manti dwumedia ya de somo adwade kwesi fiada na waso eguoi. Ya frame OPANIN KWADWO ODAME ADDO. Me na medi dwuma hu tia me. Bitremu ama me papa adakabre frimpo manso ukamuke ubele chuku uzioma. Na yakọ akotia straight yetufa yedu akotia na yene Tony Osei Ejei MPP Eastern Regional Secretary enedi nkomo na yahwe akotia tidia enuoma eko ho no mo enti owura Tony Osei Ejei yemo aha edeba NEAT 100.9 FM so awi
mino da mejo so awi
na yesrebisa ohumpo etese awi yo
obade na daruma odi enkwache ye enede se kutujegu fom na tekama wa bodwem na mojadi efusane de yidi se mo so mo hoye pa
yaso ya ho ye papa na yankwe akotia tisia MPP ni NDC by election ebeba so on the 2nd September na se na wotwa yebesimi ni na wotwe that's Tuesday ana brother yes brother be na wotwe pepepe na yentie se political parties moko kogu ho no papa ede na ekoso me twemfoni ni che na afia ba
di kan me de asida di kan be mo twede amponyankopon sa ye ne pe na ene de ye wa hoden a me no di sankita hodi na me de ya kokese so akọ ama yera ye former member of parliament for Akotia the star boy and the darling boy of Akotia constituency when you baby ko na yere nemba and in the busia for number for FDS to chairman national executive meeting through the general secretary of the party support sonko or governors to support Akotia, not forgetting the commander in chief Nanabi and the national officers in Medio Moody, now Bami regions, the chairman, regional chairman, and the committee, national council, power, ND Akotia, in Kitahudi, on behalf of the party committee members, Nina, Honorable Befi, Honorable Senyako, Honorable Kwame Appiah MP for Fantiakwa North, Honorable Abnose Asare, MP for Etiwa East. My regional chairman and my good self, Jumadi Kesia Yedi, a Wakutia Bissine. Many are so beside Aquatia de Asundi Inquana Ecoso, party chita for Nina Obia Egusu Ebona Probo, Egusu Air campaign and share news come September 2nd. MPP Osramanyuku na Akunyani Nikwaye, Yabesan retain his seat on the September 2nd. Maybe in Copem no Siadia, near retaining a seat with the King Solomon, Kwame Asumadu Solomon, our parliamentary candidate. Tigusu, Eddie Jumadi or Sedefe, Sedesabia Honum.
Na anyabia MPP mabo dwabi e wo ho no mo anase mo rewe fiefiem say na mo campaign no eko
this time around we were well structured activities as compared to the previous by-elections. The activities, is not centered on rally and bigger campaigns. By a deploy strategy, we are doing community visitation, house to house, and we are zoning constituency so into 12 units. Zone biana mo we are taking report and feedback. Candidates and zones and the community and so Juma said yes, so bia.
Na unse by-election bi base ya ubunse government in power no and I say yes government in power no bunse oyi akwan bia na nkan ye wo ho no wanse omo rashi ye hu bebre na se na ekoso akotia bibisa ekoso.
I think Akotia by-election has taken a different form kakra. The usual by-election I won't say constructed road overnight anyway you are not seeing that in Akotia, but rather fertilizers ne second you say every Akotia I buy what is 3% or the important koche but no more because because this is not the first time I by election. I think not, the since we lost the seat. And say, oh, baby, I might be you have the responsibility to defend more than to attack.
Yam share ewie yenya videos bia Joseph Yamin, NDC national organizer, or kase President Mahama any interior minister Ura Muntaka omonhwe na galamsey tax force na omonam so mbetumi esi galamsey ano no onhwe non redraw mu nyina mu stop operations wonya bi ahwe okay and yenko yembre mem say ndanansa na police say omoye simulation exercise bi e wo region no mu towards Akotia by election be ma asomdwe aba ho simulation exercise no moye no e ko sen MPP muso moji tum say ti dia omo catch mo because say IGP kra say their eyes are red on Akotia say wo obeye basabasa bia troublemakers and they should be where say enya hogron emom wo Akotia sansemia police e dey to party for enemy MPP also your regional secretary just I didn't see una so ankasa send a moje no
a good call so IGP kasa a good call but yeah pese obey the usual rhetorics because you know you on one huna no abablikuma not 19 police stations in the sea we saw tax parading beating former members of parliament former minister of state bisine yehu ni IGP ayafa ho nti ye de waka ye de ni mehwe no but not forgetting say we as a party we are also ready to protect ourselves and protect the lives and the people of the good people of Akotia. It is so kind of say ye gitu means a welcome call but ye mfa na sem na waka no enya dwuma because ye hu bi pay so ba ni ye hu se de oye no eye nema ebebu obia ye be ma no yakọ ye nyina ye de ahoden betai na chi ama de sese ye bia na aye ho because be hwe a enten no akra Yura Baba Jama former member of parliament for Akotia and a former minister under SY Professor Mills and Mahama administration or ye tweet bi or say obi oba be foment trouble Akotia bia no omo fan ho nche no these are the call that we want to hear because the good people of Akotia no are not ready for trouble. It's Yakobe Bia, Omina say, both MPP and NDC candidate in Nayo, Omote. It's almost passing a better bay number Sabasibia Basi. And almost say, young Hoba say, so be Bibia, Papa, and Yakuti, and you will be a beyond Bacofan if you are bonting. Because I could just find the almost on one say, Omun say, a Wukasi in the echo. I support Ravia, one Butu Badania.
Say obikai election si beba sui den ya mpenifo bebre beba ho make say na kwa na kwa bobo bodin say honorable Ochiribe fi mu no we mu ni na mo boa abena osei omu ni mo boa misu mi gina kwa minim pefe say Mad Jibril NDC deputy director o Akotia akoga mu na eba Eastern Regional Executive of the NDC omu na eba ho eba Akotia ho no tina say enkrofo free different places na beba ho nti eden ya Akotiafo tese timemufo no anye bibi mpo a bibi betumi free outside aba nti mu MPP na mo ka say IGP wa kasa de na mom mu aso mbebo mo ho ban no na mo de den na ebo mo ho ban
amanya say on the friend case of beto boabo na wo de ni Nigeria so and two no military general go to war and display his tactics. But yet we are for peace. And we expect, say, IGP Akano, or this Sasum deliver Yeduma. Yes, say, or for being fair bonting and Babuku money in the name of a by election, no Janenko. We accept the call and the mantra na IGP Diabano. Senenia Bra, ye best say, on for see, and yo. Na oye ni amanie ni abilisie na yehu abukuma not no yɛnku bi mu akwatia because akwatia as of now yɛne NDC fo adi ahyia ɛwɔ campaign trail bebree. There has never been any issue of any way biara. On election day we expect say that serenity na yɛnya now no will continue to be there. Obi ofi akwatia na ɔte kuro foforɔ so di dwumadi biara no ɛbɛba abɛto n'aba peacefully no wakɔ. Yɛnya the slightest issue of ballot snatching, intimidation biara ɛmma so wɔ hɔ because obi ani hɔ a ɔkɔto aba a wɔyɛ n'adwene sɛ ɔpɛntɔkwa wɔ hɔ. Nti saa atmosphere ni yɛnya no yɛnya saa atmosphere ni yɛmfa wie elections no come September 2nd.
Okay. Yani owura Tony Osei Eje oye NPP ni a ojinema Eastern Region oye secretary ewo saa mountain nu ona eni di nkomo awi ye hwe akotia by election a e de be hihye so come 2nd September yese ebrande ebe ni na wotwe pepepe na ye de dwuma no badisa ne se eya bawi ya nesa na openi yenhwe on the 30th yenentie say on the 30th of August, that's China na watchi na obeye Ernest Kumi eyi no akotia no kre
so enye eyi ne yebeye eyi ne de awusua entoto ye emfa da ye bedi da ye be yi emunu ne yesie mai but the omodia aba em party ye ya we ne ye ne na watchi da eye na dedua 40 days no eno ne yebedi no 29th of August. Nti di 29th of August na say akana 9 ne yato aba no. The 29th of August and yebedi yira Ernest ne 1 week ewo enikumu achimwenji.
Oh, okay. That's 29, that's Friday. That's and then now watch it and I'm mobile. This are now watching no.
Ipa chosa pepepe.
Oh, okay. All right. And ubika yedi ni edi akutia de me makase impenifo nkasa na ensem basa besa bia kopiem ho nti sidi a wo so wo kan se MPP mo de mo pa asomdwe no ye bom pa se asomdwe enso beba honom na police force etumi ayo modwuma pepepe na enko wi achi kura no na afi ya to aba na wi a oye ne biada entumi ensi nti ewie ye bede wase
inu ya mesu meda wase wakonya ode mami
yenso ye de wase ye ne owura Tony Osei Eje na ne di nkomo efa akotia by election a baba so ebenade ebe na watwe na IGP chese wa hye yebo omaya hotoso so no de ne course ewo Ablekuma North no ontenase eni aye call eni asoja se ompene na nyamrensem biara enkopiem ewo akotia by election mu nti owura baba jama also won tweet and as a Facebook post no no kwanso aro na wayade nyame hira yeba ko NDC fo akache na eni owura kodwo dankwa edi nkomo na yahwe NDC so chefa ewo mu no nia ekoso ewo akotia enti owura kodwo dankwa emo ha edeba Neat FM so bra na apomwe
yami crying the party and mo jeri je futanye na te che mada bodi mo die e be kan nyame aye na afro mo die meni odan
na mi jidi se yakase ugina akotia
me wo akotia eye constituency se na kase
na eden na ekoso sisi ye pese utwa mfoni edwa mabo minim se dwa bo na wase a na yami na ekasa
mamentia na mentia epo na menkase ene akwetia ayedeki na no kre ene se ina eni ye pichia epo akwetia MP menkasa menonko NSA me fupi anto atano ejayopa na otwana na mo se do national ya Ghana amamra extra no se embassy de bini twana na mo se do sɛ wobɛhia sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ɛkɔsɛ na dɛm ti ne na wobɛgyina mu ma ɛyɛ saa ɛyɛ yafoɔ no anaasɛ constituency korɔ no ana mmarahyɛ badwani no wɔsi wɔ manan mu no na ɛnom na yɛn a yɛwɔ apueɛ mantam ndc in fact mfitiaseɛ no na ebi mu keka sɛ ɛna mamɔkɔ elections no ɛna obi awudi ade nti na wɔsɛ mokɔ elections ana yɛkyerɛ mu ma Ghanafoɔ sɛ ɛyɛ elections a yɛkɔ akwasia yɛn ɛnyɛ sɛ hunu akeke ana yɛayɛ ade nti yɛkɔ election na mmom sɛ mobɛkae a mmerɛ ɛto abɛwie in 2024 one of the elections yɛn NDC ɛyɛ a yɛwɔ abuɛ mantam yɛka asa yɛdi mu nkunim na akwanyasa biara so a yɛbɛfa saa sisi no yɛbɛgye no wɔ ɛyɛ akwasia ɛtubɛkae a yɛde akwasia ɛyɛ elections no the result ne ɛfiri mu baayɛ a if ɛfa akwasi kwan so declare no ɛkɔ ɛyɛ asɛnni bia ɛmɛduru baabi mpo no yɛnnua anasi akomi ɛyɛ court no ɛka sɛ wɔbu court no anim yɛasɛ wakɔ na yɛakɔ soa ne in ɛwɔ ɛyɛ parliament ɛno nti no ɛde mu a na ɛkɔpie mu wɔ even supreme court a na yɛbu so a yɛne MPP ne owura ɛnasi akomi na yɛtwe daara a fofi anto ata no wɔgyare abam na ɛyɛ owura yɛ akomi ɛdane ɛtɔɔ ne benkum ɛso ɔtɔɔ ne benkum so no yɛn at NDC yɛbɔ mmɔden sɛ sɛ yɛgye ka bi ma menka bi die no enti no kwaniasa biara so a yɛbɛfa a yɛbɛ organise primary ama nea a ɛyɛ NDC foɔ agye to mu sɛ wɔno na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔdi party no anim no yɛde ne kɔ na wobɛdi ɛyɛ party no anim ɛwɔ akwasia ɛne ne mpatam yɛn nuanom MPP foɔ nso wɔn kɔyii obi a ɔno nso ɛmra mbɛdi ɛyɛ party no anim ɛwɔ akwasia ɛyɛ constituency a yɛn nyinaa ɛyɛ nimsɛm sɛ wɔn nipa a ɔkɔyii no wankɔ ɛyɛ by election emom nipa no yɛkɔyii no sɛ yɛagye atom sɛ anaasɛ ɔmagye atom sɛ yɛyi nipa no a wɔnkɔ ɛyɛ by election na unanimously anaasɛ wɔmanto aba no mu yie no
ɔmankɔ primaries
yɛn nyinaa yɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ wɔsi yɛbɔ ntoa na yɛka kyerɛ kwasiafoɔ sɛ atomasi anaasɛ ɔbɛnten ɛna ho bɛhia sɛ wɔsɛ moto aba ɛde ma no na wohwɛ akwasia ɛyɛ sɛnea kwan a yɛafa so over the years ɛne parliamentary elections akɔ so akwasia na mene mmienu bɛdi ato mu sɛ akwasia yɛ baabi a ɛdane NDC fa na MPP abɛfa NDC fa na MPP abɛfa yɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ yɛbɔ ntoa yɛwurawura ntokura nketenkete nkuro kɛse a ɛwɔ kwasia ne ne mpɛta mu nyinaa a yɛne amanfoɔ no ɛdi nsa wɔ so a yɛnya party mpanyinfoɔ from even national ɔmabɛbɔ yɛ ti dɔm ɛboa ama saa dwumadie no ɛyɛkɔ soɔ ɛno bi na wokae sɛ yɛwura ɛyɛ national ɛyɛ organizer wɔno nso aba deputy ɛyɛ secretary ɛnso aba ɛne mpanyinfoɔ a wɔdoɔ pii a wɔn backgrounds a ɛnam ne wokasa yi yɛkɔ ɛyɛ mantam hɔ ne yɛne amanfoɔ no kɔdi nkɔmɔ a ne amanfoɔ no ɛka nyinaa ne sɛ wɔn deɛ nea wɔn rehwɛ ɛne lɔya bernard ɛyɛ bɛdi a wɔayi ne ho asi hɔ sɛ wɔbɛsom ɛyɛ ne manfoɔ ɛyɛ lɔya bernard bɛdi ako a yɛreka na sɛ yɛn nan ni sɛ ɔyɛ NDC ɛyɛ party secretary ɛwɔ Kotia constituency na obi nso a ɔyɛ homeboy ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Kotia a mene wokasa yi ne berɛ a wɔbɔ nyinaa wɔ asase so no majority of them wɔbɔ wɔ Kotia ɛne ne mpatam mene wokasa yi ɛyɛ aberanteɛ no nnwumadi a wadie ɛwɔ Kotia ne ne mpatam no menea ɛyɛ pɛni bɛhwɛ ɛsɛ w'ani na ɛsɛ wo ka kyerɛ ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛyɛ adutwa mu a yɛnti bi abakɔsɛm da in Akwasia ɛyɛ constituency ɛno nti yɛkɔ ne yɛne amanfoɔ ne di nkɔmmɔ a ne ɔmo ka kyerɛ ne sɛ yɛwura a yɛbɛdi akodeɛ yɛne naa na ɛte ha yɛwura bɛdi akodeɛ wɔno ne yɛpɛ sɛ yɛde ne kɔ yɛ mmarahyɛ badwam ɛyɛ Akwasia nanka ɛnɛrgye akomi a mo ka sɛ yɛde ne kɔ yɛ na ɛyɛ wɔntwiwɔntwi ɛwɔ mu a na NDC for mu nyi ntum no na o ye lawyer ni eti se na ya kumisa be na waka ntini agua ni e kofa bade a na ne lawyer ni ni e kofa na ba na wabedi akosia ye constituency so tamenia enu mu aya na mu amafo na kikasa no na ya me say ye opponent akwote se kuromafo ne akwasiafo kasa o pe lawyer ni na wokogina baabi a wono pe so to bi mane ye candidate na me hwa ye video no a wo to bi amane ye candidate no na me ra ho me say MPP pa na agijastek MPP pa na kofa candidate say we want to impo enkasa ana yakofa bi eti MPP pa na wokofo obi amana bedi won anim a ensem wo kan impo say wono ankasa won sensem no wafe say akwatia constituency di ayaba be yi so onko parliament no ye hia anya lawyer ni ye hia no parliament anya lawyer ni hia na momo bia say wo tu for magudi ana so bia wo ye adwuma bia sika ba ne nsem na ne bi ta say anyanya bia aye parliament wo bia ne ye wo anya mra ana ye hye wo ye tu for magudi e wo parliament ana mra ne ye hye wo parliament eti te wunya aye candidate ya wono so ye MPP ni na wo ba be gina ho wono ne de ye hia obi o ye lawyer ni a na de ni pa no kra no sabe oni mi o kan no wan system no wan kasia ebia candidate ni ko kan he bia wo se yo nia ebeba bia ni ebeko su bia se MDC fo sabe bo wa om so mbebo wa NDC tuni na om so le tu om nai na mi bi sa se na wo candidate kra mi ya atemi o na fu ye to se mi bia ya bi o mi ka pa sa wo tu mi ka o ti ade ti ya bia mountain tentem kra ya bia betumi mountain tentem because wo furu ya bo ti se mi bia ya na wo furu bo woni ti se mi bia ya sabe mi ka kra wo tu na kampete wo tu mi anante tam na to ye na bi ba wo ti mi adwane no wo o kase o hwehwe se onye ne baba na wo na onye ne so na wo di adi bone candidate yo ye kasa no ni mo ya ni no mo fa ne ko se de no mo se de kasa because ni ya pepia ani ni ya sabe intelligence na ya pepia and say ye ni no ma yo ma ni zo mo de matum men e de fa ya peti kwan so de ya ba ya pepia o mo ri o de ke IGP yo no what can't them say on the over 5,000 men and Opia by your friend, what by your key, what by your cat. Would be a ground for a police former show petty like you have two from at the walk or two a year by Kuku. Sabe, who remove fear, what's young answer when we say Sabe? What a year Kukumotiko year, the support every go. And see, young NDC, as we speak, we are doing community to community, we are doing a year house to house, we are doing a year bathroom to bathroom, kitchen to kitchen, veranda to veranda, room to roof, making sure that every Tom, Dick, and Harry within the Akwatia constituency who has the right to vote for Yenya lawyer Bediakum, Tanya Beya, Akwatia City. Yaka Atiramu said, we need in 2024. We shall maintain that victory and make sure that the numbers that we have in Parliament, which is absolute majority, becomes more than the absolute. Then you bet me at the chair of mine, or mine also, I have found to a part, Esplaminia.
Kojo Dankwan and Dinkomo, NDC Eastern Regional Communication Officer, and any Dinkomono, a far Akutia by election, Bekoso. Kojo me mbisa na wo kase mube wini constituency elections na adepicte say 2024 indeed mu wini na mom easy nefa akoti kwan bi so na ekodi MPP for nsem na yebeka ye ho a se nipa ogina 2024 oni NS Yakumi ejina ye no ye the same person ena osan ejina mukoye primaries no sa nipa ne Lucy 2 secretary of the constituency.
I am a credit. for years. Over the years, for some time now, and this as a political party in Akwetiano, internal internal primaries for parliamentary candidate. And so for a very long time, in some years, for the first time in some years, this is the first time, as a party that conducted internal election within the Akwetiano constituency. Nipano ne MSC Akumiko was the incumbent MP. And on the MSC Akumiko when she buy as a party from the grassroots to the constituency to the region to the national, we made a decision that let's open up for the party to go for internal election and lawyer. Yes, I mean.
Okay.
Now I can't go back
to
all the time, no. Nanka tends to know between the incumbent, not no, and then a branch about my friend Ali Erasmus. And lawyer the Obabe would have more. I mentioned the own me firm. Now, even though incumbent MP on the score, when she went to buy or call primary meeting on Polo, the really incumbent MP, your friend is saying, a branch about Kwame a friend Erasmus Ali. Woman, you know, my chicken for come for make us say that I could be a year, could be a infantry, a yes, I'm for another time you put me woman, a lawyer for content, lawyer, ABC woman. Woman, I can't the campaign team. Woman, young, back, one, respect. You better win a year the Akwetiano once again into the test of the National Democratic Congress. It's okay, I know quite that. Nipa, you're going to call here in 2024, no? And young not this time around, but yeah, they will, and then you and then you Nika. A year and sincere at down effect. The Honey Panel will also have a campaign to number one. And then on that info on Tonko on near all your message, Piano Park, the Costa from that. How a number 1 year. Walker said, yes, when I'm a call 2024, but part of what you have to say, young fellow, have the Diaco, and then call. And don't see, maybe my time now. Maybe be a woman, and now, and my lawyer, and yet the Diaco. And you see, in the at the back, I never say, so, oh, I lawyer be the a microphone, no okata. Which you said, this is the kind of person a Akwetiano constituency needs to represent in parliament in the, your friend is saying, Ghana, a young Brasilia. If you say, Oshaba Pano, a young Hufama, Osha, a choir of Faswa or Kata, a choir of Faswa or Train, and a choir of Faswa. Sabi, or my who said, or general home, now one and one person put you on a name, now one and two phone cost, and then I put that habit, a 2 points, a nunchi and a wabata, or Montona, and put the compare me opening. One of the videos that.
Yabebaho, never say Gina MPP candidate, so any near Olusu to lawyer. Now say, who can be say, Moko primaries, NDC. Constituency no ekwekoyi lawyer then the unjin di say na say 2024 no na NDC fu ankasa kra no omompe 2024 parliamentary candidates no unjin di say na omompe no
that is not the case and yes sad is you say that you political party go you know that be any part and the political party. And a Nippon for the anybody. But don't. It's open your been more. I'll be on my trouble with Twitter. But I also stress the majority of the party people, not among a candidate. The majority of the party people like the candidate. And that's the more reason why I can't say about what they're calling. They didn't put him. The majority of the people didn't like the candidate. And then they didn't put him. So, it cannot be the case that the majority of the people didn't like the candidate there. No, that cannot be the case.
Maybe Sasa question is answer. mukoye primary si sa owura yi a oye incumbent MP osanso gina 2024 yi otoso miensa yesi wendi second po nti say yade a NDC fo ankasa omu wo constituency mu epe no a aden na anka kwan no ababede ho no mu a omumfo no omuntu aba eyi ono na mom omosesa no ekofa constituency secretary lawyer edene ba
minia nya ukano ya no pressure ya ko ya primaries no sta incumbent MP owura okoyo eto so ya miensa but me was what you say and so say senior media kind over the time no nanki call internal elections in Apatia. What did I make that? And again, he had become an MP at the time not NDC war opposition.
Okay.
And so you would understand. Sir, near the constituents, especially the party people are one more say Yenny Pan MP, you would understand that they may not have it that way because not MP, maybe political party, NDC, who are in opposition. And we know you stand here, MPP, and how MP people are your politics. So, okay, another the parliamentary candidate by someone called man, I played a more captain some I say. It is the MPP as a political party, the fact now. And yet, I put the focus to my MPP cannot. One more deny of a developmental project.
Okay.
And they tried as much as possible to say, and Kababama to follow. They deny the MP and the constituent. It's obviously, I mean, I didn't see a man for a man for Omo Egutumeye, Womo and Tembeye, Omo constituency will develop. But because of the difficulty the MP as an opposition MP, and never do like I want to be a Koya, and until we are the day, and you understand why I part of one of the cassette. And near money for Emra and that was and yet a part of one and
and sir, and Cassidy, I will semi kama owini abra na NDC wo opposition nyame ya adom NDC aba adenti na ka ono na wabre ato ho na anu bi no mumma na kwanya no na nka se party for no pena omumfa ne mba ntina se 2024 che bibi se NDC enwi ni wo constituency ho no ana woni me ya adwen
me no ya me ne you see my team am what say onipa ono eto abama we need first time expected akobenya bibia through one mo aya political party bi aban so ama wo akọnya no we di bibia ama no fa no say aya ndi sa papa wo so far as any on ho no we anya na die wa mo wa so beto atia
okay okay
the constituents and the delegates within the constituency, you know, they have decided.
Okay.
And so we move on with our candidate.
Kojo Yanshe, Yani Kojo Dankwa, or your NDC Eastern Regional Communication Officer, and any dinko, more your share Akutia by election at Bebaso, Brandy Bay now watch it. That's 2nd September. Police for Kasa, even though what boss there, but now what you mean said Nanansa and then answer on by simulation exercise be war region. Eko saying NDC Mosha, Nyoma Police IGP, Edigua Kwemu, ene Kasa Oka, Mo Nini Yadwin, Mosumbabwa, Emma, prepare your Asumidwe, Abba Akutia, before, during, and after the elections are now.
So you say NDC as a political party, and it can be manipulated and you a Ghana. And until no, and yet they are, no, custom and after Yakoya, a constituency. Over the year, we have a year demonstrated a year fidelity to the law and to our constitution over the years. And until no, as for us in the NDC, we have said that we are going into this election without the mindset of going to foment any trouble. Because we know that we are winning the election. It is a winning the way we need about to have it in our way. Who knows what we need about to have it? So that's it. And you know, as a political party, we are going into this election with strategy. We are going into this election with tact. We are going into this election with all the mindset to say we are going to win the election free and fair. I am going to say here. And until Anna near IGP, and for me, in my humble opinion, he is one of the best IGPs we have ever had since the inception of the Fourth Republic. And I said, he's one of the best IGPs you have ever had.
And yet too early, say Obebon Abaso. And yet too early. Oba said me for barely 7 months.
Well, Ocean Nema 1 year within this 7 months. And then within this 7 months. And then a Pania Air Force for Air Swap upon one. I have no other than to say that he is one of the best IGPs we have ever had since the inception of the Fourth Republic. And also, one can look at the simulation exercise.
Yeah.
How the simulation exercise went and how the readiness of the police to make sure that anybody who foments trouble, piano will be dealt with. Look, over the years, you and I know that when there is any by-election, any by-election is seen as a national election. Even though it could be just one constituency, normally it is seen as a national election because the whole country tends to focus on the state constituency, by-election.
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole country focuses on the constituency. And the propensity of Basabasa because we are from across the belt and breadth of the country to the third constituency. And Basabasa, and can talk about Ghana in now the many constituency, also constituency, we are called the constituency. And my Basabasa, branch. No, we need the Mabasabasa, I didn't know. I think some police data but it was a relatively comparing to the previous by-elections across the country. It was seemingly a friends and people than all other by-elections that we have ever attended or we have ever had in this country. And not sure I was said, who are IGP and then a man almost as willing and ready to make sure that whatever a year one beggar, a year and friend by-elections a year con. Sabi, as we do, back, Obia and Conquer Basabasa, no Obia and Kobuyan Kobu, Binam, Tokuma, Kobo, Bitim, then you did the board Bitim, and I was so well for more. Then you did the board Bitim, I was at that by-elections, MC. And nothing I make say, I have the belief, I trust the IGP. I am very much convinced and very confident that this IGP would make sure that the by-elections we are about having in Africiano, it will go down in memory lane as one of the most peaceful by-elections ever to have taken place in this country.
Kwadwo yembi say by-election because of constituency bia yehu rapid development ebi akwan yie ebi eye nyoma che bi sika ne nyoma na edi gum ne be ya party no ebe wini ndc aban motisui akotie by-election ede na moye ho
minia munim dawo Ghana hanina no ye ka magura mpuntura nipa of the development eba ewo Ghana hanina eye owura John Dramani Mahama na amba NDC sabe obi basi ya bro na yen brunya NDC as a political party one center about to be do and some what the year development and answer or the improvement about the month for Abraham. And it is one of the things that we have always spoken against. You're not trying to buy election this year and stand a development. About a year on my name. And you see, Sir Ubakaya, Nancy, one of your reporters, you were complaining about a year, a friend is saying, put one thing in the one room, but
Sapa Pepe. The demonstration crowd led by
a year million, a year, when we saw more yet, your friend is saying, and I'm a boy. What's that budget? You're very ridiculous. You say, I abandoned projects, and as a project, I am start. We are not abandoning that. We are continuing to reach a program. Unlike previous years, when you abandon that project, that won't continue. We in the NDC, we are not like that. And until and you say about a Yakutiano and the development. Whatever will be done in Aquatia, whatever is ongoing in Aquatia, and I say, and put will be a cost to Aquatia, and I say, a cost to Aquatia, you buy and you start here, you go to a and it is part of your budget and it is part of the things that we expect to do. There are things we are doing across the length and breadth of the country. We do not sit there. I was saying about whatever, and I said by election, now the development. I said yes, so as a political class, yes, so sad, yes, everybody. Would you agree? Amount for the MPCB just to make sure that I have development, but I have a constituency. But also of the American.
You go suit you.
The development is my constituency. Now, me MP will not development, but I'm not going to talk with development. And that is why we in the NDC do not subscribe to any act of a year development that arises out of a year by-election in a constituency. And so, like I've said, we as a party, whatever that is happening in Aquatia is also happening across the length and breadth of the country. It is not because of the by-election.
Wunia Tony Ose AJ, Eastern Regional Secretary for the MPP. So we know. Yanina Kasa Ewie, Yanina Kasa Ose Mochiche Asekan, Ewo constituency honum. And you may be break a count. Anything Mammy Bisa says a den a more ye Ewo constituency or Moche BB.
You see, but the NDC is not a political party, of course. Why? You want to test in parliament already, and I get it. Don't you have to test in parliament?
Yes.
Whether we win these elections or we do not win these elections, it will not affect the numbers in parliament. Is that not the case?
And until no BBC say, Aden Monia Bre Akotia Hosa.
Dientia Yania Bre NMS, if I could say it. Dientia Yania Bre NMS. NDC as a political party, and the Ghana for United States. Yen no befa Ghana banya enfie enwote no Ghana na de atu na yakọ yanim eye enwote a omo de yaba yati ba adiokro enunti anka kwatia yetu eye tomagudie wo ho enunti akwatia anka hodum ne nya sika dodo ebi fridi bo ma ho bra enya nan se ba bi anka yaduro ni enunti no na mo behia se akwatia constituency a say over the years abo man Ghana ni sika tamono I was a Timmy at Yakutia, a year constituency back. Tanya Baya, and put to a certain attack, and put to a Hunia, and put to a mouth for a brabon at home. Yet to the Yamayan work with that. Hanunti, Hana Sabi, Yania Brett, Aquatiano, I was here because and can who make young possess Ghana for name in the constituency. A NDC political party, your candidates will be all across the country because. I am this report and a bar on my German phone. I am this report and on my bar. One general say, a man's running put to another human development as well as the community development is paramount to making sure that every We are thinking about the development of Akwatia. We are thinking about a future where Akwatia will be seen as one of the topmost constituencies across the length and breadth of the country. And then you see, na asumdua bako na manya nyomo so obedi enyomoma ebedi na mo so omanya ahoto kwabra enu ti ade ebrewo obia
na chese se MPP ni ebetena so dia omunya development na ese omunya no Kwadwo
look at how the leader of the MPP, Owura Akufo-Addo, be Ghana, abroad expire. And you see, one year today, our parliamentary candidate, MPs, now was and yet penny now the kind of answer. And because of that selfishness, because of the unwillingness of their leaders to make sure that there is development, which is spread across a year those consequences. See the party a year in one year. Well, because of their selfishness, I dare what the banner constituency, any home fast one. What would the on person want to home and we see one farm mama constituency, any home fast one. What's the next answer? And even though we are in say I go back there, I dare be one that was like you follow country at the back, now at the back constituency. One more than a question, another first when you be free move, and the assembly go to one in the constituency. And so the best thing that can ever happen to a Petia is to make sure that, and not just in a Petia, the best thing that can ever happen to any of the constituencies in Ghana is to make sure that no MPP person gets close to the seat across the country, because when we get close to any of the seats, you're more general, you're more general, you're one castle, you're more general, you're near, or more at the back, you're weak. Constituency, and I was here to be this city. Now, your boy, and my a fan of two
Ernest Kumi, ne 1 week, na watch it. NDC, Mubekobi.
Oh, now, sir, Minia, you before. No more, Brofuno, your friend, trying to gain sympathy. You know, as you would have been. Okay. Enjoy movement. Adame.
Migusu, oh, me wa.
Maybe someone and come on here. You know, as you or come baby.
Sir, yes, na dead you are 40 days. No more than 1 week. And
the no, yeah,
no, yeah, this year.
And plenty more. Obi wa akama when you make a canny. And plenty obi wa. Near let's say it is now. And I'm a boy. Last obi wu not on your debt yet. And I thought you would not be at the end. Anna, again, you're at the night. It's about a sign like that. I can't fly. Tell me what a mamma money at home. Now, Obio, Sabi Onya, a year, your friends and this year, Unya, what's it, your Tanya? Wouldn't him,
Kwadwo.
Not as almost who said they've lost the election. They've lost the election. And we tell them, young fuck when you said we are today and pushing the sympathy button. And you see, I am a young man and I Minia, I commit Diara Wova Park. I commit CS Kumaja campaign, MPP Pankata.
Adeng. It's you.
Billboard on parliamentary candidates, epic hospital. I know my young for me and so better at the time and billboard and I can't say, oh, Kaya Abushna for Yao. Oh, Kai or Yao, and even the Matatom, oh, Kaya Yao, you are that everything.
Kwadwo.
I don't know who you
Kwadwo.
I get it to me, now I'm saying.
Kwadwo.
NS Yakumi bra MPP who did not bet in Yaka NS Yakumi near. And go for your dream. Money won't drink.
Kwadwo Dankwai.
Minamity Odame.
Na se obi wa ye poster FMFam baby a nti se omo ye bibisa bone a wo mu ne ye wo hen no.
When your poster you dey cry a you. Where your billboard at a parliamentary candidates, you know, any that's what you're getting. You any more possible.
Na ne bone ni sen.
And in most cases, I hear pictures I don't pare I don't know. I am kuma be near the pare. Where you shut down for Libya, every young man there, I hear UTV and I say, need to almost step out of, I had to talk. I had to police station.
Billboard ba coupe.
Me na me katrel.
Hey, nesa kotia constitution e why ma.
Me na me katrel no wo dia na kumi. Na imagine. Sa aye kunafo. Asa e bia o kwa na kumi e ma bi fie e wo gwenchi. Na ko cham no pusa dia na it's not one, it's not two. It's not two, it's not three. Na o pusa dia we ya. Sa aye wo adeba bere kunafo. Kaya wa gba bre ma kaya wa gba bre busiafo enti mu de nipa no a wa di ko ya ka dunia school no kwaya mo fa mo je eye nipa no efita mo petumi na tumi no mo de ye 100 ela se no ba petumi na wa ta ko mo kini anu ma mpo adai tumi ba ko mo bi hwani mo je. The trauma alone, I never break the trauma, I never break trauma, I never break on and they don't care about any of it. Hey,
oh, Kwadwo.
I have never come here with Jack. I have never rap. And let's go to the political part of our home. But we used to attend a radio, radio. Me kura anya mi buti yi ni mi bu sade na ma je no ha fi kwa je no na aya me sta akaime amena bia na me na me tna aya o studio aye kasa e de o ya o bi ba makoma mu e ka le nti na wo samu ya because of vote of benya ntie because of aya vote ka crack ya to ma mu ntie ya ana no nti ana mo so mo kwa ye 1 week after about 2 months of the demise of MS Ayayankupe. Nini na ozawa mo de brebusia. Me dey no na family. E tiri ya na ya kuya busia ni ya. Empo sen kam ya MPP ni ya. Sa die yi o ma ye nkwenti. An kam ye campaign for abatia wo.
Kwadwo NDC mubekọ 1 week ni bi.
Minia asam no na maka no. Kame PNS ya kubi ebusuani a kama ye campaign agetia wo
enti munko yemfa ne se munko
menka say ebekọ menka say yenko ebre ni do party na say and decide as to whether we are going or we are not going
aka na wotwe o eye na wotwe pepepe
ana me say party na say and make a decision about that when the party decide you be magana for
okay Kwadwo Dankwa ewe yedase
mini odame
yene Kwadwo Dankwa oye NDC Eastern Regional Communication Officer enne di nkomo ahwe ne yekoso akotia otwemfoni a kire ne apolisifo de egu akwan mu ni na no ye na boroboro so na asemba ko katwe twato a ose tese MPP for aye billboards nya ba ko ye mienu akase chesa tele ankasa Ernest Yakumi mfoni etale subi ene asumedu candidate no nya ogina no ni mfoni eboso na owura we film Yakumi Ernest ono so mfoni tale ho yeba tisia
Nit FM Neo.
Cool, fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe.
Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think
Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Heck!
Neat FM Neo.
Neat 100.9 FM Sunye. Ementi dwumedi a hyehyɛ na yɛde sumo na ewie. Mitremu ama me papa adakabre from Pom Manso. Ukamuke obele chuku uzioma. Ye frame OPANIN KWADWO ODAME ADDO. Na akonya no wo ho ko Facebook na search Neat 100.9 FM na send the comment na yankenkan emmaw saa so na obetumi asende WhatsApp akọ 0244 724 541 0244 724 541 na yankenkan ehọ no obetumi asende text message, that's SMS, and I'll say WhatsApp. Ebia yebehwe ne akenkan ama. Akonya nso beba ebebie phone lines no na oso wafre na wachire wadwen. Sa embre no dua. Na emprempren a yekasa yi de adofo bi asende eko Facebook a NDC dum so or the message bi aba o say Kwadwo, I love playing Daddy Lumba's song in a car and on a long trip from Massachusetts to Atlanta. Okay. They say, who enjoy Lumba Kasa. Lumba de Nanyumni na niye. Romeo Osei. I say, good afternoon, Mr. Odame. I'm Romeo watching you live from Comses, Ghana. Shout out to all the Comses staff, especially Mr. James Opong and Romeo Osei so the Odiabano. This one from David Techi. See, I didn't do beyond see the spelling in Nayo. Kwadwo no I na kill. We see no I see. Anyway, where David Techi Manson. I say greetings to my dear wife, Mrs. Harriet Alexandra Techi Manson of VRA headquarters. Wow. Mrs. Harriet Alexander Techi Manson. Ukunu se uchiao. Nchie mu odin sa nchia we ene ya fiada nti Mrs. wara wa unim ese unze nchia we no soronko nchia we soronko nti Mr. Techi David Techi Manson osi uchia ne ye ono ane ye Mrs. Harriet Alexandra Techi Manson of VRA headquarters. All right. Ebenezer Intre. It's a good afternoon, Dame. Eben in Kwabenya watching live from PSC, Tema Shipyard. Okay. And Eben, so did their banono. Alice Amua. Also opening, please, a place in Tema called 75,000 around Tema main harbor. Boys over there always use knife to take bags. Inti ye Kenya posi for masuguso mumo modern say sabia ye say community 5,000 around Tema main harbor. Ase mranti kwabi ekojejina honum ayesa aso kwaso oba udru honum ana say ya twesekan ewo so na yaje wonhu nioma enti Alice and then answer or the buyer then so the Abanese ya na semia papa enti Auntie Alice Amoa wonsam no epose for aso eguso omutie na ombedi hu dwuma amawo na ye na ye ho atoyen esanse se saade na bi nto woda onti ase so obi entwe sekan ewo so nje wo hu nyoma unhu si de etie ye ka ebe o se toli bi nanso ye real me gina ho bi ato me pen enye asempapa after the incident no be feel say is that you as I was and you what I say nti enye asempapa nti positive esremo ada mumbombo de na biaya Alice kan say around them habo mbenti kwa bi efre baby committee 5,000 committee 5,000 and I meant yes committee 5,000 okay committee 5,000 around Tama shipyard Tama harbor all right where Eric Kebwedi patriotic voice I say Eric Kweku Bwedi patriotic voice Bechem. I'm pleading with the good people of Akwatia to vote massively for Solomon Kaime Asumedu ana Kwame maybe a Kwame na Dobruno Amba Kwame Asumedu is the only candidate Akwatia constituency can trust. He is the best choice and should be voted for to continue Honorable Ernest Kumi's legacy because Ghana has already put Solomon Kwame Asumedu in the parliamentary seat and no amount of propaganda can change it. Regards to Dr. Baumia Adwinkasia John Bwedu, Uncle John and Uncle JB, Oba Tampa Mavis Howard Kumsin, and Mr. Osei Collins, Executive Director, Save Our Environment Foundation. Ente Eric Bwedi patriotic voice from Bechem Nordiwe Aba. Ente Uncle JB say or national chairman. Na so far no contender. Obiade biade ni wa obetumi eyiniti a ode Uncle JB Adwinkase John Bwedu ebesi ani. Nti John Bwedu chese nkrofo eruti amane papa. Wesu frɛ efri Sir Kobe from Kasua aka Dr. Baumia Beba 2028. Give Baumia another chance. Whatever the NDC is doing today, they should bear in mind that they will answer to the coming MPP government led by Dr. Baumia in 2029. The same yardstick they are using today will be used to measure their actions in 2029. Best wishes to Honorable Mavis Howard Kumsin, incoming national MPP women organizer. Enti we every Sir Kobe onum or Kasua. Ebia Kasua ebi potia wo trophy no ana wutie efi na watro ebia Kasua New Town. Kasua CPO Pekuma na wabobia ni bini ya more fans ko Kasua de minim ho papa ma medijuma ewo ho aye adwuma wo ho nti Kasua de metina ho che anka meye MP kamaye MP wo Kasua because Kasua tokro bia emu Yellow House buboko nyanyano ne hifanyina ene na mosa wofake from New Plan Station ozi odame Akwatia for MPP and MPP for Akwatia. Greetings to Honorable Moses Abo Blue Army Commander and Naomi Akosia Wusu MPP Greater Accra Women's Organizer hopeful we every wofake papa na odiwe aba also found the bra na yankin kan maw na ye nyina ye mpia oman no enko nenim okay yenhwe se ebi ewo ase ho no mo a okay Hana Amprechum ɔse ɔhwɛ na Joe Ima Joe Ima oh yeah me name anyway Masawudu Kumasi Bantama ɔse the rebuilding and strengthening the MPP starts with high level of discipline, teamwork, and a deep commitment to our shared values. Let's stay focused and united. Victory 2028 is possible. The battle still remains the Lord's. Regards to Honorable Sampine, National First Vice Chairman Hopeful. Oh, okay. Me Sampine, me Sampine, my Sampine, teacher Sampine, the former mayor, Oba for First Vice Chairman. Okay, all right. And the teacher Sampine, the show with him. Piaga. See, good afternoon, Kwadwo. Akotia will be blue with love. Okay. Piaga. And so now, then do abano. See, Akotia will be blue with love. And on so now, for the Abba. Brajo is watching. Udiane Brajo. Anyway, Ash Hassan. Say, good afternoon, Odame. Enjoying you live from Netherlands. Greetings to Sekendi JJ. Love you all. All right. Ash Hassan. Also say on the Oshe free Amanone Netherlands. All right. And Sa Fabra Ebekin Michael Ajano. I say good afternoon. Watching you live from Kwabenya. In fact, NDC will win Akotia by-election. Greetings to Madi Jibril, Deputy Director of Elections. Papa Madi Owakotia yekese sia Madi ewo ho no mo a yese odi dwumaso ewo ho. Ebenezer Mafo was a good afternoon OPANIN KWADWO ODAME. Is Ghana safe under Mahama? Medal rate at all-time high under this NDC government. Ebenezer Mafo and so dia odia banono. Enti Kwabena Asante. I don't say good afternoon to our leaders and politicians. We humbly appeal that you put Ghana first in every decision you make. Political power is temporary, but the future of this nation is permanent. When you put personal or party interests above the nation, the ordinary Ghanaian suffers. Let your leadership be marked by selfishness, honesty, and vision so that generations to come will be proud of the Ghana you helped to build. All right. I love your comment. Kwabena Asante. I mean, Minsimbio. This is very serious, very touching. I say good afternoon to our leaders and politicians. We humbly appeal that you put Ghana first in every decision you make. Political power is temporary, but the future of this nation is permanent. When you put personal or party interests above the nation, the ordinary Ghanaian suffers. Let your leadership be marked by selflessness, honesty, and vision so that generations to come will be proud of the Ghana you helped to build. Ow, so touching. Boga, Yamishra, Kwabena Asante, Wayade, Yamishra, Wachese your mamba pa. The general is watching. All right, Yanko Asumedu Osu is also watching. Me yesho say Asumedu o jina for Akwetiano. SMS ni biso aba begum say cho Yanko he. We also Senior Dami Solomon Kwame Asumedu is the best choice for Akwetia as an MP. So I'm pleading with the people of Akwetia constituency to vote for him come 2nd September. Greetings to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and Honorable Carlos Ahenkra, the incoming National First Vice Chairman of the MPP. Abele Nungwa. Abele, Honorable Carlos, position nyen je se eyi sampan so pay you nti we shall see who is who we wamfa ne din amba oh I say please tell the NDC man that I am part of the NDC. We are going to vote against them. Hey. And say we aren't want to me for Diambe. All right. Okay. WhatsApp and check WhatsApp. Say maybe more multimedia there for WhatsApp and so ya can and mum. They really and the to talk kakakakaka. Enti eba na ya kan amamu say really sa no be cream bi ubi kra na ya tintan eti yenhwe kakra nti yebekọ yen second issue no so ne ya hwe Madam Cecilia Abena Dapa ninsemo a epiepie dollar bia se gu ni fie ehun sensem ebehwe na eni lawyer penny baako eni edi hu komo okay press statement bi aba ebehwe na yakenkan amamo okay we a free official statement by the Ghana National Association of Farmers and Fishermen Ghana. Okay. Okay. Bevium ka cancer. Edi aba. Say nsem bia me hu mu no. Say enya botre. Enti WhatsApp no ebi enya bie. Say I am Kwabena Freedom, also called Billy Hu from Anyako. Odame, good afternoon. I am a supporter of NDC, but what the NDC is saying is wrong. He's not the one who will show the family how to make funeral. Okay. Next, could you down quite more kind of one in your dream? All right. We so from Solomon Kwame. Solo, yeah, what they are kind abele nungwa the kind what they know is good. Why are they? Put me boy inside in we so from Ofake. I say I for MPP and so boy inside anyway. Opening kwajo dame. Was you see it for yourself? For you listening to both sides, you should be able to tell us who is for peace. MPP guys spoke very politely, gentle and nice way, but comparing to NDC guy too, very arrogant against even some part is an insult. Hey, Jesus, it's an insult. So the NDC for you, for us, NDC for us, by Manaoba 7 at Pantine Village. Okay. That's it. Nyawo can I say Manaoba, which I say, Yehu, why na de asumdwe ebeba akotia. Me ntwa kakra, yenton adikitue bi. Yeba, ebekwa homa no so na eni lawyer penny baako edi nsɛm a special prosecutor ya betu dwa sɛ Madam Cecilia Dapa yenya corruption evidence bia ana kwadu bia ambo no efa no dollar nsɛm a kofa free ni fie court share sɛ emfama ne back the man ne back wama FBI ahwehwem yehu di boni bia nanso OSP say case ne die enwu ye nti ene a lawyer for ne bi ba bedi hu komo na yehu nia ekoso asante hima na yie ni so 1 week no akoso fe ema asheda ebeye yie no ese 14th to 18th September ebeye sa yie no ewo asante bem kama me yento ade kakra yeba ene lawyer akasa
Nit FM Neo.
Hey, catch it. List ni nie. And you ma beto to dia me baba no ho ade no. Hwem so betumi a. Asew. Now beka. Ya John to ma miensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibian so beri ni waware ni a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Asew. Wo den kan no ntumu ho. Me be mo anu so hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwe de wapi ho. Wo ka se batete e da fom ho.
This way chocolate drink.
Catch up pay baba wari.
Asew.
Ye fi say this way chocolate drink ya sorry anopa no ne yenom ye bi hye fridge nom no se snack ye nya hoho a no ne de serve wo mo ye didi wie ne ye pebibia bogu ya de so a this way chocolate drink ne yenom and this way no ti ano a he se kire wom kokko wom brick wom bibia wom ade wo hia ne so hye
This way chocolate drink.
je wo hia ani so hye
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mu agye atom se eye
Nit FM Neo. Nit FM Neo. Utie oha echi ponkno. Nit FM. Utie oha echi ponkno.
The best station in the capital, Neat FM.
Nit FM Neo. Nit FM Neo. Utie oha echi ponkno.
NEAT 100.9 FM Sunye. Remember, and there a fiada 22nd day of August 2025. Yeah, so 2:57. Just say aka semano miensa manabo no miensa. And way from Nidino or Henidin was it. Oh, Oyibi and Ghana and some from Oyibi. Okay. I say, good afternoon, Mr. Odame. You guys are doing a wonderful work, and may God bless you all. Mr. Odame, who is in his right sense, would give power to someone who can't lobby to bring development to his constituency, regardless of seats being voted. I would urge the good people of Akwatia to make a firm decision and give the seat to the NDC candidate. Also, if anyone actually believes there was no corruption or misappropriation in Cecilia Dapa's case, they have a plot of land in front of the Jubilee House for sale. Ghana Nsem from Oyibi. My regards to Wafa Adakabre from Paul Manso Okamoke. Ubalechuku Uzioma Mamudu and Wafa Yao Asani Kano. Okay, enti Ghana Nsem no the way Abba.Enshe Ahaswe. Okay. Ababetum, they say Tema Port goes 24/7 as importers can now clear goods even at 2 a.m. GRA Commissioner General Nedwe Abetum. There's a 24-hour economy, no. Tema Port. They say almost free as anesa. Almost say even 2 a.m. We are agent to me. Oyi Onyoma. Okay. Senior Odame, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is the best choice. Senior Odame, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is the best choice for the MPP and Ghana at large. So I'm pleading with the delegates to vote for him on the 31st January 2026 to give us victory come 2028 general elections. Greetings to Okumkom JFK and Honorable Carlos Ahenkra, the incoming National First Vice Chairman of the NPP, Abele from Nungwa. All right. Enti enche yebekwa ahomano so na yene lawyer edi nkomo. Lawyer yefro nti yesrewada beke call no na yenyewe yentwa yenkomo no so. Okay. Enti ebekwa ahomano so na Ghana National Association of Farmers and Fishermen the krata biaba ebekinkan yeba
NEAT FM Neo. NEAT FM Neo.
NEAT 100.9 FM Sunye yekoya yaba yenti obia yeko ahomano so na ye ne lawyer Kwame Adofo edi nkomo na yahwe OSP ninsem bia ode abetudwa ye ndra yada efa maame Cecilia Abnada pa ho. Lawyer Kwame Adofo ya makwaba e de ba memanti e wo NEAT FM so.
Ye nua o.
Law ewie ye srebisa ohumpo etesen.
Me hoye na mozore.
Enso ya hu ye papa Nyagopon ada Roma. Na ewie me de bia me fro a me se education na yepe. Esan se enuma bi wo ha ya lawyer for no the fan tra na se keka bi keke ne dia adwudwu yebo ba wo na wo ye lawyer ni no ye frewa ye pese wonya abotre na wo cheche ye mu kakra even though nkrofufu say me lawyer but me ye lawyer me no be bon komo say me nkoye law me papa Father Dixon Cross me nkoye law nti meaning say wo de won crat wo books adada no be ma me dia Sefa kai say me nkoye law Father say me nkoye law nti
na new a yaba
just wo de na be dada
e na old
o don say you to me refer you say mu to me kotu dada bi
kotu ba current cases baba the current cases ba they na a bit dated
because case ba ko a just say aye years say lawyer ni bi kotu eje atwum versus one hey na lawyer boy mu sa case dey be case potty
na ekofobia of office no more this level
yahwe ni na aka ho
o question abuja ka review
na me say is it Supreme Court versus Jechum and Jechum versus Supreme Court sa case dey be case ye landmark a obia refer to
that case though this essentially it has to be exercise discretionary power whether every department, every government department must exercise its discretion in a certain way. Back in the context of Saki here, Chief Justice nearby. Now, for a person to exercise a discretionary power, if the person is not a lawyer, we hear regulation. Chief Justice, President suspended. He was exercising discretionary power when he is not a judicial officer. So, judicial officer pet the 3 years license without regulation. But when somebody exercises discretionary power without legislation, people will say it's unconstitutional. MPA can't to be one I'm today under Article 296. You see, I'm very far away from my constitution. But essentially, the principle is where a person has to exercise discretionary power, there must be a regulation guiding the person. So that's it. And I can say, in not all cases should there be a regulation. So that's essentially what it is.
Njinama sa case na be landmark mo ese ye kasafa Chief Justice bia na of ekotu no
because of the use of the word may in relation to, I think it's Article 296.
Okay. Yanko ya sempa ne so na otwi mu a mfesen ndene nansa anandrada na OSP abobo ya mene se mame sisiri adapa na sem no o ma FBI se o muso mu hwehwem na betodwa se no evidence of corruption was found. Now so o say asem de esuntwaye inchemu ben in law no education ben no betum de amaye me yate sa asem yase
minimum on the bit much we hu your party na as far as I'm concerned it sa antithesis la da party or not about the civil la party the case we are check the case is it 2023 time of returning Sikano.
Abera court a share OSP so on sika ne man back no.
Yes, no this kind of command no. I want a case in the Wuye. That is when the case died. And he said, OSP beginning of 14 years. That's for one number of days here. So the Assembly Court. Na court for the awareness. One fanco. Any of principles say act no. Say this is a procedure to follow. And I say if there's an act that tells you say procedure as of faso. And yet this particular and that's a particular job. That's why I'm fast that procedure as well. Doing is analogy. Now on only act no OSP act no. I catch and say so person sees will be a year which we see. There were a certain number of days no court really and confirm one. And now person you be freeze will be a counter which we freeze by a certain number of days no court confirm one. So what I'm gonna say it doesn't matter what your case is, you lose. On the case, that time I said long before us an upper court. It meant that the way was a nullity. And the court was not going to give him that opportunity by confirming something that was null and void. And on that, who said the case on the Yashen so on first canon court. Mama, because the law was he was going against the law. And on the Kukwasa or Wabeka say, oh, case require money laundering. It's to refer my yoku. Okay, fair enough. You see, what's happening with our yoku? What is the yoku going to investigate? Sika, the subject matter are enunti yoku investigate. It's no longer with yoku. It's no longer with you. You have already given the money back to the owner, to Mama Sister. It is even a you could investigate it. It is a claim, say, Yoko is still investigating. It's a complete lie. Because there's nothing for Yoko to investigate. The moment this kind of coin, the evidence is lost forever. So on what basis are you saying Yoko is going to investigate? Investigating what? The money is no longer there. It's Yoko did it. It was just an excuse to cover the blunder our committee, Because our committee is very serious blunder. And he had no other choice than to return the money because that was the order of the court. And by returning the money, he could not do any other thing than to pretend that the case is still alive. Oh, all of a sudden, Adia was investigating for close to 1 year or so. I say no who said suddenly money laundering. Again, fine, a money laundering. And this was my challenge to him at the time. Investigation been who said money laundering. Show us that report. And in fact, it turned out there was no report because subsequently we heard from Yoko said there was no report. Now, curiously, Obi will claim to say only mandate to investigate money laundering. Recently, MPA case. What charge you with money laundering? So on the one hand, you don't have mandate to investigate money laundering. But then on the other hand, within a short space of time, why you tend to say mandate to investigate money laundering. So it tells you that you cannot take his word for anything. There's nothing that the Yoko can now do. It's just an empty talk, just to let you know, say, oh yeah, Juma. But nothing will happen because there's no evidence now for Yoko to investigate. I don't know if you have followed along narration I have given.
Yes, the Guzuti Opa.
At the moment, there's no evidence before Yoko because the evidence has not been given back to the woman.
Okay.
Evidence that.
Yes, the money involved. No?
When are the cop? So what is there for Yoko to investigate? I said no Kopama Yoko so that he would turn around and blame Yoko. Because Yoko there, Massa, so if you claim $100,000, a big deal, let alone finding close to $1 million or plus. A big deal. When you can I remember now, tax penalty. Why is it the money not in the bank? All these questions. Very serious stuff. You can easily nail the person. But we're not so no cause of blunder in not going to court early. No. The authorities boyfriend say if an act prescribe a procedure to do something and you don't follow that procedure, do you deny analysis? And not to yes, you tell pretend they say Yoko. Because Yoko is a government institution who cannot speak for themselves. But in terms of going forward, let me catch or say, Yoko will not have anything for us. That case is dead, buried, and cremated.
Nti eba sa na chese dede aye efa asasi kasam hu ina no yegu ma menanim asekeke.
Well, they between Canada. I don't think so. If Moses can put you say here, and yet it's a question for you to answer. Why would you have so much money in your house? And yet there was a blunder. OSP committed a blunder, very serious blunder. And we should not forgive him for what he did. What you could just put you say? No, what jam and I say? As a foolish case. I told you, I said the case is not dead. You have referred the case to, what is it called? Yoko. And I think it's a cop-out or excuse for the blunder he caused. And somebody was saying, I think I was interviewed by one of your sister stations, say, oh, they could be excused for some mistakes. How can you excuse a public officer who has been given so much resources to do his job and blows it up? How can you forgive them? We need to demand very high standard from them. And I have the view say he should not be forgiven for what he did in the Sicilian case.
All right. As to you know, dear, no matter what the OSP says, the case is dead. It
is dead. It is dead. You can take my word for it. It is dead, buried, and cremated.
All right. Lo, ewe that's it. Young Queen, Abjafonso Atnasinti. Yane lawyer Kwame Adofo, Nadine Komo, Eshe, my Mrs. Gadapana Samoa, West Pinada Betuja, and I Ebubu Hunkakra. Abjafona Atnasi, Ali Ibrahim from the NDC, Walande Saasuna, Saddam, the great Saddam, also Ewaha from Okankwe Central. Benefo Makwaba.
Yeah.
And there I'm so ufri Juma na ebe on.
Sanity.
Yeah, Michelle, you are watching it. Yes, they are channel town to say, "Kai, a baby in Pai will be an ebe."
Friday, the holiday. Yeah, holy.
Yeah,
the Konkroma and Cremophone. Friday is a very special day for Muslims. A lot of Muslims don't go to their work because of Juma or Friday.
Okay.
They bring Juma. They just dedicated that very Friday to Allah
Me say last me catch say me call Islamic school.
Yeah.
Until do Fridays you pon them. You pon by 12. Na ya pon. No, biya ko masalachi. Na wonu say ye kra na ewrum ye ko hobi.
We bre and this sanity. Sanity mo no kwa Christians.
As a school ye time nso ye be pon. Na ya pon ye nti wudi baby akọ. Wudi omochi.
E bit me fan ho kram po e convert.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Na ohwe Amadia secondary school kra na obi o ha I mean all life na oye okwa sorry but SS no okoye no ne ehun hyehyeye e wo ho ne ayi no ntino otimi e convert.
It's true.
Enye nwanwa.
Na Jesus in the 9 years Islamic school. Na na Muslims omo school ho no. Say do Fridays ye mom that space no mom be bompai. Mo ba juma esan ba back to school. Na sabre no omo free school ha na
the space na be da ho no.
E Christopher afrafra na go bi.
Obi ara ni kremoni.
Yeah, we. Eso ye chiwa be gwa o.
Eso dey say dey unka ho bi.
Yeah, be kopo.
E from kwa mensa na go ka Muhammad ho dia.
They do Friday part for Muslims there.
Very special.
No two ways about it. Mpenifo akwa ba bio.
Yeah, nua.
Ali Ibrahim una ufia bem una ye kan say ye kase ukase mpunu a epunu.
Nokre.
Akoti ansam ya boroboro so free bra owura NS yakumi etoye ya boroboro so by election and then nansa police for atnase omohia political parties ni nyina even electoral commission on so your part no dey insamato to omonim say going to Akotia by elections no omo mayaye sure say there wouldn't be any chaos. Police force were mukromu abre crossing yen. Nti yada yenda. Una wa bem. The banner police for a crowd. A crocodile John B. The same NP before say on person mu real footprint. Say ampa when nti ye bejedi. Say Akotia asumdwe beba ho. Omo mo kan say Ablekuma North incident no omumaye hu say ya chenkrofo aye prosecute. That is when they will also say okay IGP na waka no to asuma na say ento asum no fear brain police sha wonsa ya omuken yanji ntum
Odame beta was say so me sa kwanya wo of the case so atiefo mo hweye Ghana fana ni wiase fana nyina wo internet so be chia wo mo won kran mo tie ya fi the case needs 100.9 so no be chia wo mo na mama fan chance ye say enye no creda say MPP for e ka say the course so e wo Ablekuma North no yenye arrest bia me no ka say ya chinepa be 8 a ye koswa ye guswa ye chechi omo maka enche ye di omo be court akodi wo masem enti sa propaganda na MPP for etu edugum framamo no rodorada sema lokrebia enim na de taso mie no intelligence yen NDC for yen saka from our national headquarters say NPP for abo pobi say to trust sama wo modebeko Akotia no enya de a Ghana ye chise ya ti ho abakosem da enya intelligence no enkrofo a ya toto o mapete a o mo aye MPP for wo mo efrade information ebreyen de nti amade aye hu ne say information bi o mo de bia no at the end of the day no ekoye no kre ti we no o mo de ba ye no in fact na akoye say emu edru because a poba she say adwuna ma fa concerning Akotia election no I dey see wo Ablekuma North no ebeye monketwa kra sabi ame ye hunu bi abakosem da eno nti na yo se tene sa no yantena so na ye ko dan adanse bia ye wo bia no edema the Inspector General of Police IGP sebo wona election ho seminar yedi ahya wonsa na intelligence yensa ka ekire se MPP for say wo police for nya de a wo ogidie bia e wo police ensensem ho na womwa edi omo bambo eko akotia na wotietie mu a ne se pepper spray a womwa grinde womwa bubu agu ntuemu a omoko spray chese womo de numbers na brɛ no oyembe hyew oyembe hyew ne se de hawa kumsen ade call ho no chese mo ye 0.02 krampo no ahwe ye krampo na enro de omode ekɔ akotie so adase na me etisunses vigilante groups ahodo a womo atraining won on this very election womo kodi into trust them no enya de a eye asem kitwa tie you know yantra so because over NDC is a peaceful political party ye de eba to trust them a enya de a obohunu yen owo ho na afei Ghana nyina Ghana for edi ahye yensa tie be den na yatimi atena a pocket say ya enya epopa MPP for epeso moko dina edanadi ewo ekotia tina wase ye report to Emma IGP na ye report ma IGP ne a police for them so wo mo krampo the intelligence wo mo krampo mo nsa aka no de ye de ba krampo no echensa nti wo ma ye preparation na awie wo mo say o mo titibi ewo internet so TikTok YouTube ni de tika ka ho say amenkrofo bi ba bonte be ka say de mo be ye na kotua no nya asem ketwa na police for de kan ahye ye bo say wo bi bia wo so ye be ma ono osie o wo ye be ma which is a grandmo ono no osie say o ye be ma no I mean the person wo ye no won fa nko ekotua wo ho no ye be kire ne bibi kakra bi etoria statement a police for de ba ye na ye say enye nwanwa intelligence a woman saka ni yes spies a yenso yatoto ma pete ewo MPP leadership no mo no poba womo bo eho emuaye na IGP ede baaye enti eban body I am very convinced beyond reasonable doubt to say MPP for the da omo ye nyina no je say de hunu bi kwa eno omo ye hwe eni kutreyem wo bia ne ho a wo ye be ma wo betimi according to trust them ewo akwatia a police for a wombe ombe pete wa mo akodua no enya say won't me say you can't even get closer to where the election will be going now the entire hunu we na is because of the fear and panic within the rank and file of the MPP woman him say election de nya de a wo mo be ewene enti wo mo mana ye koye to trust them say de be ya say ba na say wo mo di ntwa a wo maka say eno nti na ema wo mu den wo mu edi ncho na be there ma two omofo on several occasions on several networks on several platforms adenti na animguasie ewo ho emeka amu a mo twetwe mo ho akotwe animguasie na abase embebo mo menti ase because ohwe grounds a okwakotie na otietie mo hwe grounds a NDC ena nkrofo no epo wo mo abai officer woma shas ye mpuntunyoma I mean which political party is in power the National Democratic Congress and obi bia nso ne ho a political party in government wo betimi di mpuntuo MP betimi a lobby akọ president who direct akọ vice president who direct no the development about constituency no no I don't think say anybody who, I mean, they will just vote for the party in government. Any one advantage, you walk. President Mahama Ebemu as president of the Republic of Ghana. One fairly ye. So the Nyoma say Kototia, Obia Bona Basigana Fanano, Ayo Bia Efe. And to announce no, 1 month to a bar, floating voters now, 1 month to a bar, Awakotia. Omo ye madwen say wo mo onto ma MPP wo mo onto ma NDC and then o ma say madwen wo mo nyina say this time around they are going to vote for the NDC candidates wo mo so omo ye floating voters and some there ye friends MPP for kika ye to mo twem a kire omo ko hunu say ye rodo rather sem no wo mo nyina so be say madwen na o ma to aba no ama National Democratic Congress NDC de to so miensa NS Yaukumia and Yankupon for the NCAA. Onya ne baby call ye. I mean, was not the preferred candidate of the New Patriotic Party. No, and but now say one more or winning primaries, no. they had their own preferred candidates. I don't know, woman man crying and manant me and young puntunyoma. Oko home minister we are no man a story. Oko home road minister or no man a story. Is want me and yet any significant progress because now on your candidates are not one more epeno. So what you say? I don't know. Ama one more akotiano one more bofu. So why should you actually do that? And somebody self buffon so ebe to atia the new patriotic party.
Na mami
so say
therefore no see.
The chat will cry amanyo sama MPP for peswa mudi NS kumi wui the meeting in from nyina they say ochna na watching as a day omokoye 1 week
and now
watching
yeah
no be owu 2 I mean owu yesa 2 months grab abetwem anameboa
unnim
oh me sha na sure ba ache say afana mokoye 1 week
na chedi answer no emfa hu
no bad oh yeah esa na wo kai omo yaw to me awo penti so that say
lumba would have been
Uluma say a chance when chebia a chance chebia
say lumba tete number nay
1 week well but
lumba wo June
well but the make nyina say information I pick on the grounds na me dey the make nyina manum na free bow intelligence I kind of grounds abusiafo no are not happy about this development woman person mo fa ne wuo no ho to capitalize for political power and also enya dia ebe dey ebe ginam so me dey enya too late enya late kra so MPP leadership etiemia campaign dey woman shase I can see say enra woman na you say baby atopro bia mo wrem na feedback e ba no na enye positive and ama some of the party national executive crowd moko akochiano bebre na abamabu yen NDC for the catch omo nyina ne say Ablekumanov said ye say e win election ya ekoye embarrassment egu omo anu ate a na omo hu fie kwan krampo emfa omo na esi nkono
sir
so mo pesa omo prevent this same embarrassment a mesre womo enkebe ya said ye womo aboycotto Tamale Central, by election. Ahobrasie mo Saddam etiha. But the best so now me ama MPP national executives. Sanka money, the candidates no enkasa. Na candidate go say want me nkasa o. Eba kasa want me nkasa. Wo kasa obedwoma no ho po. I mean, you see, you don't do that. You don't present a candidate like this.
And so per MPD no.
What's that? And so want on kasa o. I want to say so kasada. O kasada no ho po say gigi. Adey. So I just say me there. Someone pay another serious embarrassment akotia na ya otuna ya mo enya press conference say so the Tamale Central mo so mo nko no. Akotia nso no almost akotia ho nso no wo mo nko.
Say bia na ko mo hwe say omo decline so be contest Tamale Central Honorable Mutala Muhammad efiri mu echi no ebia na ko mo hwe say anka mo so be ka say eneskumiso wo ni bia no wu ye ntaka NDC so be twi no ho efiri.
Oh, that was one of the reasons. But that was not the main reason. The main reason is that let's put the facts on the ground. Tamale Central, since I created constituency somewhere around 2004, NPP and winning seats in it. All the election NDC and I winning. And since I was say one qua. I mean, not a news why be
go cry. There's no way
you will lose. Okay. And say a whole woman sits in that. The tosso me no. I mean, if I even go there, no, can the Ebema Ghana fire convince ampa one no and Crofoya and Penfoya move ye and who ya want to know what per se. Move your entire self from election. They say, come back boycott because Hona. Mana MP epen one possibility near high say mo betimi ayede awene na mo se Tamale Central de monko na kote dia mo beko
say kote omo na mo te so na oye na abo mo nti ade nti na mo contest
na na omo no say omo current members of parliament no 87 no 87 no one development ben and I say progress ben omo dey aba parliament of Ghana what say yetime ma omo ba ko esanka omo members of parliament me nim the omo ya ne parliament ho no mo odame I don't know what they do in the Parliament House of Ghana about constructive criticism, sir. What name ye? You money dead, you're dead, sir. At the end of the day, now you're the majority. Near the Fabi and they say, ya kwa omona omakoda. What I mean? I'm sending a very strong notice, say. Mama Yamadrin, sir, I mean, there will be any election in this country, and this for a battery at home. Woman, here. One more members of parliament and omo 87 no in the next election no say one man job to 2 amonyoma year pa one here 30 crampo munya
and then my fa breaking news we nka ho
oh sawo ho
Action People's Party any the candidate David Ankuma issue electoral commission say electoral commission eyi David Ankuma efrim every every parliamentary candidate list no we need the efrim say Action People's Party any this candidate almost sue electoral commission there's almost the injunction
election so
akotia election so am court so grant you.
Oh, now Action People Party. Yeah, that's how body and commented da. What it na?
Oh, yeah, Matida.
Oh, okay. Me name say a political party been poor your friend no Action People's Party. That's how we can ya.
Say ye bibia na obehu.
Oh, okay. I think say you were some days ahead of her. The election year that be 2nd, September.
Yes.
And I think say before say you be do 2nd September no. Now this issue you resolve. And that any issue be I was there. I don't think that at the end impact be a beba election. They can use few days to sit on the matter and try and then resolve the issue.
Yes, I mean, yes. Put perpetual injunction to restrain the defendant, that's Electoral Commission, from excluding the name of the second plaintiff, that's David Ankumano, from its list of candidates from the impending by-election. In Akwetia. Okay.
One more for the court electoral commission better national is okay. Mama for candidate then count. Now we there we are 0.00001% krawunya. And impact be a issue. Any issue crowd. They will just deal with it. So I am very convinced beyond reasonable doubt to say on the 2nd of September no election will be there ebebaso.
Okay.
One more a person or more react now more to make it come ho no more fa kwan or me faso at me free election mo Saddam na MPP.
Okay.
Or more election no nya dia won be win and nya dia won be win ochna and nya dia won be win at the chance why den aka ho.
Okay. Saddam akotia ese mutu mutan ne betene yepe la nya dia ubenya NDC esan ko hwima fi musem.
Maminda wetie ase na minda wa hwe amo hwe won tintan kese no so ase aminchia me hardworking MP honorable ya Patrick Boama aminchia ya papa ya na bibia national chief imam Alhaji Usman no de charbutu and the Friday the konkroma no aminchia no very soon so ya maulidi baso very soon and I am say maulid am say ye commission in konkro na bomba sallallahu alaihi wasallam ni aguda na yedi every year chief imam celebrating no am say
ante so idi adha idi fitr
idi ni ye friend is saying like after Ramadan we celebrate we celebrate the Eid al-Fitr and then the Eid al-Adha even that one is the sacrifice now we catch we find banning na o man odwan
Abraham and Isaac
and no na you celebrating Eid al-Adha
okay
so this is commissioning na woda
okay
commissioning na woda nti no afibia national chief imam celebrate ma obompa e ma commissioning ni we are seeing na them say 7th edition of the Maulid walk them say baso
okay
so Maulid nankasa so after the walk then Maulid nankasa baso nti ominchia fadama fo nyina aminchia kanko central fo nyina nkankan mahimfo ayo fadama night market ahimfo amu ho when the way they are leading the community and say won't take problem for them and say oh sure about form say for them for I say because I him for no bia ye na adwuma e dey bo national chief imam no say na be ya mpomtuo ni nkoso na ye hia e won potemu ho enye kasa de ntokwa na ade first we know for them to be a chaotic area but now there's very peace and sanity within the constituency nyame adom patigba mama area no mo afa baby alight wo ho akwande dem so wo ho nkema obi aso ho atono
ko ta say tum
nso ntoma nso nko obi dem mu okasa nso akọ obi dem ni nyina ye honorable Patrick Yaboama since 2012 I'll take over constituency no was a constituency neni whether in power or in opposition he's very strong he knows how to lobby so maminchia obi bia na fe so let me say Ibrahim Tihaba kasa bebre as a Ghana for their child. Then Ibrahim kasa Ibrahim said the way he talks as a Ghana as a 2 minutes as on co-position that. So you've been there before. Until the Oka now take one ustre ununu one okasa bebre as a 2 minutes na be do nsema betumi ekuni pasisi ano nyabotre na mre ni nkaso. Enye wa because Segbandi etumi akogina a whole microphone no kasa ka kire mo say na say mo ye kire mo bi kitwa bi yenim de on betumi aye yenim about time yen one I say they are good at that. So if you said you are going to create chaotic elections, we are waiting for you. Yeah, Kwakotia, and I'm telling you, mark it anywhere. After on the 2nd, we are winning the elections. I'm telling you. Now, I was there what elections. They are a week before his death. They are granting interview. Can I have the video on my phone? Granting, hey, my boy Areho said them pants and ya before 94 years, and then I'm pray. And ya before ni who they are NDC4 pray. Dia mu way nyina chi a omugu parliament amfa so bie ni omuso a ye nkwa na omu ye nyina chi no mo pede ndia kwahin parliament omu wo no se nye MP before nim dia omu de bo omu select committee so a anka NDC4 nye adwuma bi parliament sir I'm telling you omu gu omu de omu nim ya ye minim MP so matnas more than 4 times 5 times a there omu spell bi parliament da de omu man ye I'm telling you yambo bi din wa ha am for reputation at stake I can mention names for you. I'm telling you, because among your constituencies, whatever they do, excuse me to say, they are punching your crown or win elections. So they do anything they want every year. No matter win election, not go to parliament. Yes, na 4 years naba. Yes, na 4 years naba. Yeah, competent people like this very young guy. May he so rest in peace. And next Kumiko Parliament, you saw what he was doing. Contributions are the board parliament. Now end this vote go on. Rudu ahi nekasa. Uyi frontliners for I wanna be. You front line patch also check parliament proceedings. Uyi enimu ho majority leader any nkrofo kakra na egu enimu be nipa be 8 or 9 10 bi no. Asa
some new ones isu ka.
Oh masa amobrofo granye. Mo 10 sisi nye. Ebi brofo nye nte mutumi nka brofo. Omo ti ho sa ye. De omo nim ye papa. De omo nim ye yensere. Omo ya de. Ba say yen contribute e bo mind there. Omo nim hwe. Nti me ka tell say well the little we have in parliament is more powerful than what they have there as the majority. Mighty minority. We know what to do to help. Maybe more example kitwebi.
Suit you.
Health sector here and there. Mama unye. What say? Chada onye nsibo oni fie.
Yeah.
Nsibo no onye omo no owo omo ho time. We tutu omo se. We yiyi omo bore. Omo ndro. Sana mo dwene ti se nipa. Omo dwene ti se mwa. Say fie emuro mu no mo wo. But Trasibo, no one to year and year. Even rough. And this vote thought he was the hero for them. Creating chaotic every within last 2024 elections. Baby are rough. No, nya Vema was his only BD their own thing in Kabio. He said, no, no, Yaman baby and so he's creating. When you never fissino, he said the real running crop for.
Every band why
no, say one day see a friend is enraged they see ye. I hear health minister Sabe Hagi in the count. O matete we nyini ne sina fifi o man bi ndi ye ncho de wi o man kasa
e kan issues no nti
enti me de fa ho me si for man sa enti me ka kira o se akwati akwada ye kɔ no ye kɔ akwati na abutrem akɔto ne otena ha kan o ka no kasa na adwene mu o ka no ono kasa na adwene mu
onim what is on the ground
onim hompo onim ho me say me kɔ na me si onim ho me say onya information bia ono ground kɔ hompo me di Canada me dan ready onim onko onya
na o kwakoda
yeah me kwada ko campaign na see me ko there me ko campaign 1 week before elections me ko akwetia 1 week before election I'm telling you here hey we ba ho ba betu me wo ho me dan ready me ko campaign 1 week me ko I'm never expected to the MPP me contribute to any hard work Ibrahim Tie bi say dey no boy NDC apart from throw obet na hatwa on ka hwe
communicating my party no
me say on board number communicate back any dem me fa na djuma let me tell you since Monday I've been on air since Monday till today. Otina, I have a program. Me na make us me continue my party. Me here kasa hold one line, me here house, me here tree, me here crime, me here brofo. Stations different. Ono ahi na oko. Otina ha na kasa tree now come bro, na brofo na come party no. No. Go there and work. Koye practical work no ho. No go share microphone no mo kasa jira say MP so kasa na ne ho so. Mo MP a den man band man platform a okija ho say asa on tum va wiem. Ohun de onka. Ohun de onka.
Both MPs
Mr. Dipano ma yi no ho no nim ne onka me nim sa to no so na let's unite and na you know if we unite ogun wan go unite. Ya wie ma wa wie ogun wan go unite. Ya wie ama wa wie unu wan go unite. Wa wie mo wie mo ntia se akotia NDC mo ko promise ni nyina ya wie mo. Ni okọ no want to win elections no be lose mamu ko waste mu time any musika akotia because MPP for akotia nim say edwuma ns kumini ebusuan oni omo bo wo ho no o deserve say ye be hye ne kra ye be hye na anemu na nani age
for Raf de no Rich Hospital de nto aso
na nani age o baby a o bia because he was a very loyal MPP ni na osum akotia for onsum MPP for osum akotia man say akotia man be die na akoso and afofi anto ata na go ba de sa intimi nua enti ha me amako a meeting between the two parties and SS and extra parties e wo ho and any stakeholder bia na o akotia no say ye come on serene environment in elections na akoso we will take the IGP's words e be taking the words we know what you onu can do enti na even ye what me mu no let me tell you the only best party on share colors or share credentials or say nipa no we qualified to do the work is MPP. Enti na won say yen
I dey tell kan say
and now Dan Kwakufa do to appoint Dampare as IGP, appoint Yuonu as the former deputy IGP as a friend say elections and operations no. He knows what the man can do. Enti na do na appoint as vice friend say deputy IGP answer. Nyame adom John Dramani Mahama be hu say oyade wo that side nti emfa ne mbra no ntwe na djuma so we know what
you know before because or tricky muy.
You are no untricky MPP. You are no untricky MPP. Anything that was planned no was orchestrated by former IGP. And yeah, you are no. And yeah, you are no. Once we were in power, we had the intent. Yeah, intelligence and they say yeah, training crowd for NDC because of the towards 2024 elections. So we had that intent under the friend Dampare and yeah, you are no. So if you are no has given us his words, we will take his words. And so call your investigation. I was West we go there any buy any your investigation. Your free more. Your committee and no investigating your course be ano. You who be. So I say what you mako investigate. And him say political party we be here we be call. All we have to do is make sure the best seize fire towards Ilobia win elections are na ye harazi ye bum pedin for. Yeah me can say me can ya onu say nipa na ye bono no. Uti abontin wo say we party ntina eye wo na wo ye wo maame na ye ne saa e be ye wo de. Me bema na yebo no maka say na waste part of the sacrifice because the mwewu e de mo judge party nesio nti abu bema me mfa ho bebresa but oba besia na yebo no sa no hope me I find for that nti I say o mehwe no matena case no mo hwe nkofo a yen all we want is we are going to Akwatia to win election for 2020
Rich Hospital brutality say see you no
o say me ka wo de bibia mmeka so minta akando nim na djuma e minister of health
why dey
wato wrem onim na djuma
asemo
me
kan ya wonya amane na
o me masa jai me communicator is me coming can I'll give you facts mama time and nurses na midwifery for eco demonstration mo strike then o ka tire o mo onya asempie so gina ya oni o mo kasa no anka address them persuade them convince them let them go back to work he couldn't do that o ka tire o mo say obi na start the process no na no onye ready so be ndo so ade mo kan allowances no mo kan nyina onye ready so this so ade me mo but in that so say enkwa no asem na ye ka no so anything you can tell them for them to go back to work gradually you convince them you tell them munya botrema ye ba ye nche that's the nicest word you munya botrema ye ba ye nche ya ba foforo ye nim se na do na start ye nhwe ne ma ewu ma betumi aye be ne kakra akra ne akodu efe he couldn't do that till the health committee chairman no na be gina no MPP ni na onim kasa no onim say no ranking member no health committee ranking member no be gina ho kasa say no this is the way we should go okan ye na mu call back to ejuma it tells you say enye kukwenya you friend saying ahomaso ya botre kasa
nti say na also ni
so want to be he couldn't convince them so why would I say that nti bisa won say so be Raf we akọ rich Raf we akọ rich akoye side we orija mo sa kata so mo for police mo for no police is no more than the law
na say ridge for a reporting my police
so go see saying Ralph no odi edru ayira
nti say police for na kofa no ye
go see the ben this is very immediate we emergency o we health factor mo say na kan initial mo go strike but more than say no nipa nkwan is at stake so at least for now we give the minister some time to investigate or make sure he book that guy to book so
it's not enough say minister at 5-member committees or
masa enkoshi I'm telling you enkoshi oh the very enkoshi omanyen sibo no na sibo na nyi na wo fifisi na de wi omo ankasa
adani best nyu na obeso
yes and am be meto no jata bi ole kada wana enu ni NDC for day time o wa mp mo 37 kwan ni ade mo say hey he's the messiah for NDC he's doing everything for NDC but nde office no they come ankasa and if they didn't turn that very guy he would do worse than what they are saying
yembisa Ali so mbetemi na Ali
well odame asasem dey mame en rubbish dey okay nyina anka say I mean as some see you know we have made some arrests concerning the I can state that to you on authority and as to who was arrested and who was not arrested let's leave that to the investigative agencies I know there
now I didn't mucho before because Ralph na no video
well but investigation of course no we say will be or directly link in this whole affair no
it's Ralph
Ralph is the head
they will arrest him and the information I mean catch they say one matching for in connection to this whole saga. But dear first of all I condemn what actually happened at the Ridge Hospital and they're very healthy
okay
so baby sir in a public institution like Ridge Hospital
yeah
but dear ne say ebimu afa ho edeye amanyosem dear see no one is saying say na etwa yi but why should a whole general secretary of a professional body like the Ghana Registered and Midwife Association of Ghana wobetimi abie wano na watimi akan sama sebi ensem fata against a health minister of the Republic of Ghana
Okadentiano because Wednesday
yes
me na me host me an interview ha wanka bibi say ntiano
okoka asem bi wo asem
that's yesterday
FM are you privy to that
yes.
conversation
yes I listen
what to say
when I was working bibi person me hu ne okatiano
I mean the minister is clueless when him anything about medicals need the kika ho na oye farmer na
so obi bisasa waka
no listen that is an insult
oh
yes it's an insult to farmers and also an insult to the health minister
why explain
you are telling us you're very clueless there's a wonim e de ekos na wonim a won konko bisa someone who is in charge
no kre anasa nya no kre
no kre say how can the whole health minister what do you control about what is happening I mean the hospital setup sitting the omonya how can you tell me say a whole health minister enim
na
onim he know
Dabena kan do behu sa no
o say
Dabena kan do behu sa no ma
obehu nyoma be say
ya wo kenya
now you are telling me say on some fata position e dey man na
no
are you telling me that
you are shifting the goal
no,
why na wo can you be some questions
can you be quiet listen what I'm telling you is say for a general secretary of a professional body to actually attack a whole minister of state
I didn't tell what fan say attack
and then attack
so be bisa question say onim or to me say we are clueless about this thing is an insult
first of all or catching so the all cannot is senseless if you make a statement no be catch a statement now won't make nyansa sambia the money is senseless won't you be hurt a whole general secretary of a professional body what in me be one catch minister of state say someone working can no is senseless sebi preduasa and I will can e so say so wonim de ekoso e wo hospital and odo na we farmer you see so creating a lot of dissatisfaction a few minutes ago Ghana, Farmers and Fishermen Association, woman de Nkrataba, Abe Cassetia, Asema or Cassetiomo. Don't you think they were hurt? Over so much as said, or be away clueless, be a winning bibiano, near say, or dog. Do you hurt? And over the above say, come out and apologize to us. They were hurt. So we have to condemn and actually force this NPP man who called himself the General Secretary of a professional body.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, me say, listen, they are politicizing the whole, a professional nursing professional body. I can tell you today on authority, say the president and the General Secretary of the Ghana Registered and Midwife Association of Ghana, they are actually, demeaning, the image of the, professional body. They are bringing it to disrepute. You get it?
David say but time my MPP so some of nyama mo ye strike omo strike wunim sa ensem omo kai sa time no be antakin so ye ndisi ni
David Tengrai medem ni ye sad mata de ehye me yes
otehin
me say what's na achim water epen menim ni ye papa o wo no ma friend be san so won achim water pen a a bona fide supporter of the New Patriotic Party.
Wow.
I know him. I know him. Wow. And that is why we are actually, you're talking against. And on the say you don't even, this monetano any engagement you have with the sector minister Biano, now acquire attack. Why should that happen? Why should it happen? So I just say the first we MPP in interest say, you have to actually disrespect a minister of state, the president of the Republic of Ghana for you now to Santene, to Abamano, appointee a minister of state. What me can say? Just because you are political party is not appointee a minister of state. What me can say? Just because you are political party.
Yeah, dear,
Akando from Sobe and Odame catch from so say was say or investigation now will be our culpable biano yamam running nadi. So now this was unprovoked attack to call him senseless. To call him senseless.
Was set up committee and
useless. You don't say that to a certain minister. And you are supporting this. My brother, you are supporting this. You are supporting. You are supporting. Listen to me.
Because a minister now, call Ridge Warner, Raf. Omuchia exchange
president. Police or police ni. The minister of the Republic of Ghana. When the police ni. You don't expect him. You don't expect him say You have to allow the law enforcement agencies to work.
And yet minister no order say one teaching hospital Tamale teaching hospital medical director or honum. And
I made sure I say this issue that happened we acting. Some arrest has been made.
As arrest or no or your arrest no.
Through his directive.
Why? So through his directive can say kwakwa branch na san exchange presentries. What is what chian wa hageno.
The reason why I call him now is say and what say you. Asem see na health minister anyhow. Framamo and what say and Crawford and
obi brief no. What are you saying?
He was briefed. And so you don't expect him say about how to find the first hand information or do one watch out take action. What's what here or not?
And you free one want to take action bill.
I make sure so free honor. Some arrests have been made. The police service have come out with a statement.
Also, much wine.
Woman say, and I'm not privy to that statement. No, listen, I'm not privy to that statement. But
who say yes so
no one is actually saying said not a sefata. No matter how you are provoked,
up to today,
you shouldn't act the way you actually acted.
Sunday 1 week. A branch here could yam razameti say. Nastela ye to me cheno.
Oh, what is he and cheno? For now, issue statements now. You know, police for Edibai, no. Someone make you arrest, no.
Ablekuma, no. The same thing the police for because of my arrest. It's not drop.
Well, I think say I was here to me now, but no your ma, you know, investigation in our air day.
Where's your investigation?
Not said the abbe there. You have to be
committees and also do be
committee 5-member committee.
And also
before so taking any action, Biano. I was said, oh, yeah, very due diligence. We are very thorough. You have to be very convinced beyond reasonable doubt before you actually take a decision. So when you say yes, I did say Obia Kokudipa, ya chese okunu. Say that Kasam Nkoko too. Eba Nko take about 5 years. Na ekoso asam no ye. So who physical say okumnipa. So bibia ni a was here to me move from A ansa na yakọ B ansa na free ho akọ C. Semestre so bia benya abotre. De C no antwa yie. Benemom de was here condemn no e ka kire ne say de wo ye no enye ne say the General Secretary of the Ghana Medical Association of Ghana, what they, ekuo no eya manyosem no, eno na wase kasetia. Eno wase condemn. Once been country minister, Ghana minister said the work can is senseless. Wonim nyansa bia woni trim. The work can dey kwasem. The tone. See, also senseless, clueless. He's senseless and clueless.
When you say senseless,
I've listened. What's your son now? Work on
into one case he's senseless.
Now asema tio.
Asema woke nyansa ni manchasa wunim nyansa. Asema wokano nyansa nim. Eno nchese wunim nyansa.
Na sa obi a wo nyansa no ka nyansa sem.
No. Men kata
to me no. Obi a wonim nyansa ene ka nyansa sem.
No.
Etisa me ka sem na wo ka kire me sa sem a me ka no.
Good.
Enyansa sem bia no me senseless. Yes, oba so kire me say me nim dia me ka.
Now can entosumu. Doesn't mean say wunim nyansa.
No, but you don't have to put it. You don't have to put it and can share me say dia me ka no senseless. Nyansa sem bia ni. The tone, then Kasa and Chen Penimu, the whole minister. A whole minister. Who are you? And then there's the quarter Santinet to Abamao, a general secretary of a professional body. Kawotin Crank, I wouldn't wine. Wouldn't wine. And the MPP minister now do Machi at the 111 city. Meaning fraction water. I'm daring him to come and challenge me on this. Me say, or a doctor, a doctor should behave like a doctor. He should behave like a doctor. He should behave. Political color now is a shining no. One you know from good form.
Chinchano.
No one say
or can
seven. You
didn't go down one. I don't want to go down one.
What is it? And I see and you're endorsing it. Such I don't know. I don't want to use certain words on live radio.
David Tinkwa wayeding.
But say a small catcher minister no. Kwabna mental.
Okay, no.
Was say the cost ewo ministry where President Mahama say one superintendent so when name the cost ewo the various hospitals in the health ministry name the kika hwa one kwanko ebisa
what is wrong with
na asama ba no the work kika no nyansa sem bia nim senseless.
So what is wrong with that?
Odame
me need tell person would
Odame baby. Sa me no wodi nkomo.
Who say?
Sa me no wodi nkomo na ma hewe ma ka tell say asema odame wo kai. Senseless.
Yeah.
I will be hurt.
You will be hurt.
No. I will be hurt. To the extent no some movie on akase. Asema esi ya no. Are you clueless or he's a farmer?
That's all a farmer.
Yes, so be a farmer. Or you clueless and I say
a farmer. Also a farm.
Do you know we a farmer wouldn't health in one
and so he didn't thought of engineers. He didn't thought of lawyers. He didn't thought of medical doctors. Why the use of farmers?
That's also a farmer.
Because
also a farmer.
So do one uncle to good. Is it because of that? That's why they are hurt. So
you don't use.
Say, are you an engineer? Are you an architect? Are you this?
Architects they'll be fine.
Yes, they'll be fine because most of them are educated.
Wow.
But to say, are you a farmer?
Educated.
Some are educated, but majority are uneducated.
One
I'm telling you now, that if that's the case, And any statement they buy, a condemn asema or katia mono. If they didn't have any issue with it, why should they come out with a statement to actually condemn your kind? I didn't hear. That's the question mark.
They also playing politics with it. That's
politics?
Yes.
Oh, but
we are condemning the actions of RAF.
Yes,
and we are condemning the actions of the minister. On the school now, the church accessory.
Oh, minister,
we are condemning.
Odame, what was it? Matana studio several times. I can time with that number. Say John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. Obepese Obeja legacy. But now point is very disappointing. I'm telling you, say Ukwa as a minister, edman unni in the unni who enim die. Tumi na bedi ni edia ma say koye. You can be anybody. You can be a professor. You can be anybody as a rank. But as in professional, you are not that privy to that very profession. So you have to come down and learn from the directorates. You can't just go there and force laws on them and tell them because you are the minister, so everything. Once you don't know anything, I'm telling you, say who you minister, no one brown once. I'm an institution who heading now. I'm telling you, fall. Mr. John Dramani Mahama, I'm from the NC for man in the last 4 years now. I said we were 7 Canada, vice president, and so luckiest president so far in this country. Say legacy officer or Jano, one should appoint this year, they will disappoint him. Now, for the past 4 days, 5 days, in the network be in your Ghana. MTN will be a year. Some George the hotel on cash in Ghana for.
Maminka, Sam George. We Sam George. Sam George, the abetum say, na police for your operations be. The BM say last Tuesday was then crowd make call theater area honum. You say police for HH motorbikes, especially more delivery no. Sam George at the abetum say police force should halt that operation. Is a minister na ekache police institution say adwuma omo die no say bia omo nya tipo for say den na omo hwe say mrabe ye adwuma no minister say omo njai communications minister and ye interior minister ye defense minister na mo communication say omo njai that operation now.
I'm privy. Oh no, he can't speak to that. You want to talk, he can't speak to that, you know.
Like how?
I'm in government.
And so what?
The reason why they
don't nothing. Reason here.
Let me give reason.
Interior minister, clarity.
Yes, here you know say. Once as part of the Better Ghana agenda, no, we are as a NDC government. We have decided say. We will regularize the use of the Okada business.
Yes, me and my interview.
Yes,
lawyer Abraham Amaliba.
Yes, so we plans are far advanced to regularize the activities so that a baby call Ghana for they can actually follow due process and the law to operate. That's what they are saying. I mean, the SCA no more teaches motto was as part of the regularization. Mrabia yedia base womonya a particular lances to operate. So no. E ba ye crampo enche ye mo announce mo monte you just say afa na abo e na putupuru o ma sha ase se o mo enforce. So the directive that came from the what? The career service.
Yes, delivery.
And I make sure no. And about delivery it is the communication minister. The sector ne they actually petitioned Malik Basintali. At the time, I was in the office with Malik Basintali on mobile. And say, I mean, he should actually do something about it.
Yeah.
I was in the office with Malik Basintali. On was fair, the communication minister. That's what is happening. And on the for about 30 minutes. And now, that directive. So it was within his mandate to have issued that directive to the police to actually put a hold on that exercise until further notice.
If you want to implement something, engage your publicity to go out. Charlie Ghana.
What is that?
Oh, David. If you want to regularize operations and just a match your one somebody to me at
that's why we stopped them. That is why we stopped them. That's why the communication minister actually directed say
and that police force say delivery guys for what reason?
I mean let me just say Lance is a bit of who I was so what do you see? I'm not too privy to that information. But I
But
think
I was no more now.
yeah, I was in the Malik Basentale's office.
And no more
to petition the youth president. So on can be any day. Emma Womo.
Because the baby and the chum about why in a bank.
Yes. So Baho in the anonymous. I was in his office. And also Frere, Sam George, my name. They spoke for about 30 minutes. So and a directive near the Eba. I think so my na yes said no. In the first place, MPP for every abemo. In your man Ghana na omu guni na to no free abemo. One more so anti-man create in your money be. Unemployment rate on between 8.4%. One more free so na equal 15%. And me bro na enye juma enye. You didn't create jobs. Take a crown mayor and monsa ako mano. You still want to prevent them from doing their job. So there's yet abaya bay was it okada and to be or damn minute hey and not a fried rice at all. Ebia Kim Pinsky and as a you can sit here and order delivery guy at the baby. Abra want to na enko baby. Yes. So we should regularize the activities. Semran omun en this wa sense and omun this wa. Let's regularize it. Somebody almost subanya jumaya or monsabe.
Ibrahim Tia or say
what is wrong?
Young creative Juma. Juma Bisane say 2012 before 2016 you to me almost not Ghana population yahin. And not to buy no different just buy. Do not to be go school. And into something how account and property. I data. Remember NDC don't talk with data. They just talk anyhow. Who can say anyhow?
The data is that you came to meet unemployment rate 8.4%.
Population of Ghana
when you were living, you left it 15%.
29
we factored the population. We factored the population in that population.
Maza. We live to see.
You will stay in a position forever.
John Dramani Mahama should sit up. They should sit up. He should sit up because baby, I didn't know you crash say and panel because you see a whole president for 10 hours for flight. A whole president for 10 hours answer for flight. According to 22 hours, it will be mine. So apart from the health wise and everything, a whole president yes. And I want you to be sound say on only interact you know and no die. Mo ko be ko mo Jessica.
Go Ghana for so.
We mo die no man Jessica.
Go Ghana
for Ghana for share
ye bisa say ye hia presidential jet and say ye hia.
Me de no kwasem. The entire na ye attack President Akufo-Addo nyina concerning the jet issue nyina ne say we had our own flights and we say there was problem with the flight. One to an amobia say yebehwe ahuno the problem na ewo flight ne so oja opake esi ho na na say wo say Ghana for stika wo timi ko high plane kakraka swimming pool nyina wo obutumi adware otimi ye bibia ewo and stika na the ordinary taxpayer etua na nya asem ketwa abrada same plane ubenya monketwa ketekete bia ubetimi adware bibia akọ am led like kakra costless but you ended up wasting money, huge sum of taxpayers money on these planes. That was what we were talking about. We are not in any way against presidential jets for President of the Republic of Ghana. If you are all agreeing, say, because of the tragic incident they see here, Ghana for 8. I mean, these, wonderful Ghanaians, starting kasa on how to get something befitting to the President of the Republic of Ghana, at least to give the office of presidency some kind of dignity there. I will support. If we can do anything about the current presidential jet, if you can actually solve it and make it modern, now president fine. But if it's not possible, and we have to get something different, I mean, to befit the office of a president of the Republic of Ghana, give the office some kind of dignity. I mean, save cost and time and all that. Why not? I support that wholeheartedly.
Okay.
I support that 100%.
You hear presidential jet.
Odishe. Always say chantro. And then no becho. And then a black one na do year say I will see ni trase. Because we ferry or see jet nesi or jet nesi or no. Till 2030. Your friend is saying Friday when we get na koye no. Oh akra no doje. On to me to be akra was greeting towards his end. so or mean chia no or tin trase e ni ko baby
a black what fifi ko techi nti na do ni fifi
o chia de kwa fi oyi nani o say ma me chiro a black one no masem say ye jet na si ono till 2030 it is in good condition
for
purpose I'll be able to me use me say to whom much is given much is expected near Ghana for ya mag NDC for no so want to me and to to mo niam ye a omonum guase de e be chan ban bia de I'm telling you and from the appointees that John Dramani Mahama has appointed they can never give him the results they can never give him the results say yankoto me say me majority leader me minority leader or say jet never talk and Mahama be si for Ghana yento or a first gentleman on the land. Okay. And a young MPP for yenya atwom. Yenya atwom yenya person kuminya. We are never hypocrites. Okay. We always wish good things for the country. So as a president, ye man unko for trotro. Unko for trotro unko 22 hours. For what? The risk involved. Security. Baby obeda ni ade nyina even encourage no mo nam kura no the cost involved kura nya de ketwa. Inti sa black one and there wa ferry so be resign. Me say Fojo say on resign. Or need to was say mama for private jet of resign. Mama buy jet or use that. Or use that 30 years and 7 jet use. Into money use jet ni.
All right. And so ababe tumi. China nyame adoma asemidika e de bebremu. Tisana da ye no. Makramo. Bye bye.